Okay, we're live. Why is my chat arena not working? There we go. Okay, alright, you want to do a 15 workshop?
Bum, 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 bum. 15 mother load.
You want to allow public and private net. Whoa, what the I see why my chat arena didn't open. I accidentally clicked the MTGA button next to it. Okay. I think we can just get rid of this. We're gonna unpin that from our taskbar. Okay. Alright, 15 mother load it is. Oh boy. Oh, good God.
You wanna knock?
Oh, yeah. Well, do you want to do it? I'm scared. Okay, cool. Okay, we're muted. Everything is okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, I'm streaming, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn my fucking settings all the way down. Boop. There we go. Game looks like shit. Now I can play. I am ready to play the game. That was prison. Booty hole's still tight? Nah, the booty hole's doing great. No, we're a little tense. But no. Not my first rodeo, if you know what I mean. So we're good. But yeah, Don, check this out. I got... Oh, this is weird looking. I got 3,100. Exactly. We're slowly getting our keys ready. Pretty soon, we're gonna have resilient 14s, baby. Pretty soon. Whee!
I finally passed my Hunter's IO on Mistweaver.
I'm already past your Mistweaver. Your Mistweaver's, what, 3096?
3125?
Actually, wait, no, you're right. I haven't updated CurseForge in, like... How many weeks has it been? My bad.
The update every Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh wait, yeah, Zen, your PC, is it actually like, is it like super dead now? I'm sorry that happened, man. Tripping a breaker and then having your PC just brick is not fun. Bro, you left me. You left me to deal with Jinx all by myself. She was absolutely griefing a +7 workshop. It was insane. It was awful. It was terrible. I feel like she owes me a formal apology. But I did learn a goofy ass route where you go in the water and you hope not to get, you know, eaten by a shark. That was pretty cool. Overall, it was an okay night. She was just like lost in the sauce and was just like, "Hey, you know what? Maybe World of Warcraft isn't a fun game." Dude, I keep seeing like little MDI clips come up on TikTok and it's like, bro, some of the strategies they employ, some of the routes are like, they're just schizo as fuck, man. Like, I don't like one of them was it was like a world first +22 Theater of Pain, and the way that they helped time it was when they were on the Necromancer platforms, they used the cloak that gives you like 150% movement speed, like 2 seconds. They used that to basically just fall down onto one of the platforms and then everything snapped to them. It's insane. It's like, how do these people even find this shit?
Is Zen typing to me? I'm pretty sure his PC's broken. I don't know. It's kind of hard to read his stuff.
No, Zen's PC is like completely broken. That man has to buy a Starforge like immediately. Holy fuck, wait, is that Celebrations? Bro, I haven't seen you in forever, man. How have you been? Yo, what's going on? How's work? I think you became like a What did you become? You went onto the board of directors at your hospital or something? That's big moves, bro.
Zen probably regrets introducing me to Jinx. Maybe you shouldn't break your PC, yeah?
Then you have a second PC. Fuck yeah. Ramen Monster and only playing dungeons as a 5-man pre-made. Yeah, pretty much. Do you know how much easier my life would be if we had a 5-man pre-made?
That me.
Wait, holy fuck,
Sixty,
is that who I think it is?
thanks for the raid. I don't know if that was me or not. Thought that was Corey's stream.
So you're telling me 60's been here for 21 seconds and he hasn't said hi to me? Do I mean anything to this man anymore? You know what, just forget it.
60, thank you for the 26 months.
I'm gonna throw up.
Trash it is.
What's Ven doing right now? Oh, Ven's not even online. Wait, no, he is. Wait. Ven. Ven.
The fact that I hear her giggle and you smile is insane.
Your CEO needs you. Okay. Yeah, no, 60. I can read you just fine, man. I can read you just fine.
You're going to eat? You're not going to just eat. You're gonna take like 20 minutes to smoke your cigarette, and then you're gonna get high, and then you're gonna eat. I don't get high? Alright. You're gonna smoke your cigarette. Wow.
Damn, Ben doesn't want to do this
like
15 mother load? That's crazy.
Ben is like in a 19 cinder brew.
Yeah, I know. He's been in the trenches for a while now. Like I don't blame him.
For like fucking ever.
Things are good. I became a lobbyist part-time and I'm getting nominated for the Joint Committee MPMD collaborative board that sets policy and protocol for the state. Yo, that is fucking goated, dude. That is awesome. So you're like a decision maker now. Can you make hair transplants free in the state of New York? Because I would love to do a hair transplant so I can fix my receding hairline. I've got about 2 or 3 good years left of this shit, and then it's all downhill from here. And then Vera's gonna leave me for somebody else with more hair. So if you could make that, or at least make it like covered by insurance, because I have insurance now and that stuff is pretty cool. But it'd be kind of nice to add like a centimeter back to my hairline. What do you think?
Uh-huh.
I was asking Celebrations, not you.
Oh.
I can't make them free, but I can get you hooked up with some stem cells and exosomes. That's what I put in my face and hair. How much is that gonna cost? And that sounds scary. I don't know how I feel about that. Does it work? Like, if I put stem cells into my face, is it gonna make my hair look normal again? Oh, why is this thing yelling at me? Leave me alone, fucking mushroom people. Okay. Ben's trying out Feral, and I don't know if it's his calling. So he's a furry. First his computer breaks, now he's playing Feral Druid. What next? What, are you gonna get a septum piercing and dye your hair blue? What is this? I don't like this change, Zen. Fucked up. I need you focused. I need you on that Goomba route. Just promise me it's a phase, okay? Just put down the Feral Druid. Just put it down. We don't need more Feral Druids, okay?
You got Jinx tanking. Maybe she'll be a better tank than you with your Goomba routes.
I don't know, man. I saw Jinx tank on a Vengeance Demon Hunter, and it was not pretty.
Zen, you're hired back into tanking.
I'm gonna make so much money hitting these rocks while we wait for this queue to fill up. How come nobody wants to do a 15? Are we wrong for this? Are we wrong for trying to do push keys on a Monday night? I feel like we're psychopaths for this. What if we did baby keys? We can get my rat enhancement shaman who's like 620 item level. Stem cells are expensive, like $300 a vial for my med spa to buy. The exosomes can vary based on who you get them from. Yo, is this like a drug deal? Wait, what do you mean who I get them from? Like, is this just something I can buy off of a person? Hmm. Whoa, what is this? What are we applying to?
14 dark flame.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we should be able to get in. I'm a 3100 DK, like I should absolutely be able to get in. I'm a big deal now.
Yeah.
No, seriously. What company makes them? Source for it, plant, human fat, etc. You make this shit out of human fat? Yo, that's kind of scary. You know what? Maybe I will just go bald. It feels like I have to take part in some really like interesting like things to fix the problem of not having a lot of hair. Even though I still do feel like I've got a pretty strong head of hair. Like I had more hair than my dad is when he was 30. Pretty sure my dad was like balding when he was 26 or 27. Like it was already over for my dad when he was 25. He was marrying my mom and had no hair on his head. So, you know, I don't know. I feel like I'm doing pretty well. Amniotic cord cells reset to absolute 0. Wait, what does that mean? What is an amniotic cord? Is that like an umbilical cord? Farrah, do you know what that is?
No.
Okay.
No, I actually don't know.
It's the umbilical cord? Wait, so you mean to tell me that like so if I just borrow somebody's umbilical cord, I can turn that into hair cells? Into hair follicles? I gotta find me one of them umbilical cords. Who's having babies right now? I need their umbilical cord. Anybody want to volunteer? Anybody who's having kids soon just wants to like, you know, stamp my name on that, just send it to me. Wow, I'm learning really cool things about science and medicine. Turns out we can save your hairline by injecting umbilical cord cells into your scalp.
Oh, there's no keys.
Yeah, I feel like keys are cooked on a Monday night. What can we do? What should we do? Needle in the scalp hurts, by the way. I suggest getting some nitrous. Oh yeah, I mean I had a needle put in my toe for like an ingrown toenail. That shit was horrifying and terrible. I don't do well with needles, man. I will pass out from needles. I do not like them. They stress me the fuck out. Even when I went to go get my my tattoo, I almost passed out because they had me like sitting upright, and I was like, pain level's good. This actually is like kind of soothing. It feels like a cat gently scratching you by getting a tattoo in the shoulder. But I was like, listen, like I freak out from needles. Like I will pass out if I have to be sitting upright for this entire tattoo. And they let me lay down, and it was fine. But yeah, no, needles are not fun. If I go to get my blood drawn, like for medical stuff, I always ask for a cup of apple juice or orange juice as they're taking my blood, because yeah, if I don't eat something before I go get that done, I'll be like shaking in the chair from lack of blood.
But yeah, that's normal. They have to.
Well, they don't have to. The hospital that I went to in New York, they didn't give a
Well, they have
fuck.
to
In
ask
fact,
if you want it.
what's crazy is that when I asked for apple juice, the nurse made fun of me in New York. I was like, hey, listen, I have a thing with needles and everything. I'll probably pass out from all this blood that you're taking. Can I just like have like apple juice, just like something with sugar to help me not die? And she was like, oh, what do you mean the big strong man needs juice to get through his blood drawn? Like what? Like she was basically calling me a pussy. She was basically just like, what are you, a fucking pussy? And I was like, yes, like yeah, I have no shame in admitting that. Like I don't want to fucking take 3 steps out of this chair and then fall on the ground and have to stay here another 3 hours because you want to check my vitals and make sure that I can walk out another 50 steps to get to my car and drive away. So, you know, apple juice, or I'm about to become an even bigger problem. So, you know, your call, nurse. But yeah, anyway, I don't like needles, so I probably am not going to enjoy getting like a hair transplant and have things injected into my scalp. Like that would be bad. While you're in the chair, do you want me to do Botox while you're lying there? No, I don't think my face needs Botox. I think my face has enough like fat on it in my cheeks to keep me youthful for the next like 10 to 15 years. But hair transplant, I think you're gonna have to put me under for that one. Like, I don't know if I can handle just sitting there with a numbed up scalp with like needles sticking in there to unfuck the last like 8 years of my life. Hair growth. Bagel, I'm considering it. Celebrations is on the medical board. He can make decisions for making hair transplants free of cost, or at least heavily reduced by having insurance. So it's a possibility. I fucking need it, Baldy. Thank you. Thanks for that. What are we doing? What? 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 What?
I can't find it. I can't find us a key.
Yes, like Vera. It's Monday night. People are out at the clubs and having a social life on a Monday night. People are looking for love in the back seat of a fucking Denny's at 4 a.m., okay? They don't have time for keys. They already did their keys this week, okay? It's Monday. It's the night before the reset. Nobody gives a fuck. So, we should find something else to do in WoW that we can do that's fun. I don't know what to do in retail that's fun. You need to suck on the nitrous to get high? Oh, does it taste like happy? I mean, if it tastes good, then I'll slurp. I'll take a little slurp. You know this cool thing? Hit escape. Oh, okay, okay. Okay. Exit game. Oh, see, dude, I can't. Like, this is not... Oh, oops. No, see, like, if I exit game, like, look what happens. Now I'm not in the game. Now I'm not in the game anymore. Like, I don't have an alternative. I don't have my Switch hooked up to my PC. I don't have anything. Having so much more fun? No. This is terrible. I'm looking at a boring ass screen. Oh, WoW's on the screen. Dopamine. Instant dopamine. Oh, right to my head. Right to my noggin. Oh. Vera, what do we do if there's no keys? Oh, come on, this isn't Sleeper. Nah, come on, dude. Launch a good game. I could launch Classic. We could play Hardcore Classic until my internet F's us and we lose our character. What do you guys think? We could play, guys, there's all different versions of WoW we could play. We could play like retail WoW, we could play some classic, we could play some classic hardcore, we could play some kata, get our characters caught up, mess around with the new stuff from MOP coming out. Like, what do you think? Like, there's like 4 different flavors of World of Warcraft we could play. Oh, you want to keep hunting for a 15 motherload that no one's going to talk to us about? At this point, play League. Dude, I might be upset, but like, I'm not trying to die, okay? I'm not in like a critical stage of like mental health where I need to upload that game and start playing, okay? I don't fucking play League like that, all right? I play League once every like 9 months when Mary randomly asks me to at 3 a.m., okay? We're actually coming up on the 9-month mark, so any day now. Yeah, no, League is kind of a joke of a game. What's up?
I played League once.
No, League is not a good game. I don't know anybody who actually enjoys playing League. League is exactly the way WoW is, only it has skins keeping people like financially burdened by the game. Like at least I don't feel that way when I play WoW. Like WoW doesn't really have like microtransactions that I take part in frequently to like do some cool stuff. Like there are microtransactions in WoW, but not to the same degree that like other games like League or Valorant or like CS:GO will have. CS:GO probably being like the most egregious fucking thing. No, I actually don't buy millions of gold. I just ask Vera for money from time to time. No, a lot of my money actually comes from honest, legitimate business work now. Hitting rocks. Like all these rocks that I have in my bag, I'm gonna sell these tomorrow
Are you sure about
during
that?
reset. Yeah, my income is legitimate. It comes from hitting rocks all day.
What you're saying is that you have the 1.6 million gold that I've given you.
Not given.
back,
Some of it was from
and-
WoW tokens when it spiked for that trend for the what is it, the auction house mount? Like others was like making it off of enchants at the start of the season. Like I had money before you were just giving it to me. I just never said no because I am not shameless. I'm not shameful about taking other people's gold. Like if somebody trades me, if somebody opens trade and hits accept, I'm hitting accept too, man. Like I got no shame in that. If somebody comes up to me and just like opens trade 1.5 mil, hits the accept button, I see that shit highlight green, I'm hitting accept. Like who wouldn't? I gotta get this bird out of the way so I can go hit that rock. Where's the rock? Oh, did the rock phase? Oh, the rock phased. Sick. Oh, now this thing's evading? Awesome. Okay, hold on. Kill it. Fight it. There you go. Nice. Good job. Stop evading. Here you go. Come on, hit it. Kill it. Alright, that works. We up kings, get those ladies funding us? Yeah, exactly. Zen won't share his gold. Hey Zen, can I have some money? It's one griefer's
yeah,
wet
rock.
dream. Hey, we got a warlock. Wait, I remember this person. Who is this? We've partnered with
Who
this
is it?
person before, haven't we?
I don't remember.
Alright. I already buy her enchant, she doesn't know how to buy them or enchant gear. Oh my god, you are just like Vera, only with like WoW stuff. Vera doesn't know how to order things from Amazon.
What the fuck?
You're telling me you don't
dude?
know how to search something on the auction house and just click the button and then attach it to your character? Yo, what are they teaching people these days, man? No wonder we fucking died in a +6. We got a drunk tank that doesn't know how to do anything. See, this druid has the same idea as me. They're making a legitimate income. They have a very profitable business model of just hitting rocks and then selling them. Like, look, it's just us two hitting rocks. This is why China's beating us, bro. This is why every country is beating us, man. It's because people will go through like 12 years of grade school, then 4 years of college to get a degree if they can afford it, only to like, I don't know, fucking gray parse in World of Warcraft. Like, it's an honest to God joke. Like, why aren't we doing something about this as a nation? Like, what are we doing? And they still don't know how to make doctors a point for themselves. Well, hold on. That's a myth, because now all that shit's online. If you make that shit online, I will do it. Like I made a dental appointment for myself like last year. Everything was online. I could make my own appointment time and everything. I didn't have to interface with a human at all. And that shit was fine. Like, yeah, I get it. It's like, oh, we don't know how to make doctor's appointments for themselves. Like that's like what is that? First generation millennials. I've got to be at least like second or third by this point. Like we know how to order things online. So, you know, that's a little bit different, I think. China just has more people working 9 to 5 at the ball crushing factory. Well, listen, man, if a 9 to 5 shift at the ball crushing factory can net me a purple parse in a WoW raid, I'll fucking take it, man. Because right now, we have people playing WoW that are out here like green parsing and thinking that that's acceptable. It's not acceptable. It's not. It's not acceptable. All right, now we just need a tank. Oh boy, this should be fun finding a tank. You didn't want the... Oh, this guy's from Ragnarok, that's why. Yeah, Blaine, you're an old millennial. You're a first generation millennial. I've got to be at least second or third before we start getting into like... What comes next? Is it Zoomer or is it Gen X? Because I feel like I never hear anything about Gen X. No idea what that is. It's Zoomer and then it's Gen X. Ah, okay. Got it. I mean, the only good thing is though is that like even being like an old ass fucking millennial that's like blue parsing and raid, I don't really have to worry about my job being taken by a Zoomer because people under the age of 25 are not playing World of Warcraft. Like, let's face it. The people, I would say the average age of people playing World of Warcraft in 2025 is probably like, I'd say the average age, 37. Actually 37. Never said I was good at this game. Oof. Self-report. Or you look great too. You don't even know what I look like, Alyssa. You've never seen me IRL. Or in-game. Meow. I give it another 10 minutes before these people start leaving the party. You're literally live? Okay, that might be true. But if I was live, then why don't I have any pasta?
Toxic. Toxic.
Bro, 37 is crazy. What do you wait, what do you mean? What, the average age of a World of Warcraft player? You think 37's crazy? No, I think that's generous, man. I think that's very generous. Way too high? You think 37 is way too high? Okay. I will go as low as 35, but that is as low as I will go. Where is my minion going? What's it doing? Oh, there it is. You know, 2 WoW players over 35. I mean, dude, if you look at a lot of like the OG content creators, a lot of them are getting old now. Like Swifty, how old is fucking Swifty now? Swifty's got to be like early 40s at least.
Corey's 30.
Yeah, I'm 30. I'm 30, but I look like I'm at least 29 though. So I get a pass, all right? But yeah, no, there's a lot of people over the age of 30, like well over the age of 30 that play World of Warcraft. I would say 35 being the average age of a WoW player is really not that far off. 37, I'm willing to admit that might be a little bit too high. But 35? Alyssa, I'm sorry, how old are you? No, let me hear it. How old are you?
I don't even know how old Alyssa is. She looks...
I've never seen what
funny.
Alyssa looks like, but if I had to guess by her fucking attitude right now... Okay, 27. You're not that far off. Alyssa, you are 3 years away from me calling you old, because you'll be 30, okay?
Alyssa does not look 27.
So...
She looks 20.
I don't really get pulling the age card, man, because like, yeah, you can shit on somebody for being like, you know, if you're like 25, you can shit on somebody for being 30 and making fun of them and being like, dude, you're pushing 30. Like, come on. And it's like, bro, you're going to be there in 5 years.
I already did that.
Come on, man.
20? Actually, a little bit younger, yeah.
Vera, do you know what a 20-year-old looks like?
Young?
I've actually never seen a 20-year-old. They're all playing Fortnite. I don't play that shit. Son, you just turned 32? Congrats. Can you get a working computer so you can do keys?
3 pictures of Alyssa in my life. Yeah, same. But going based off of her Discord picture, though, I would say like 18, 20. Maybe, probably.
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I feel like 18 is a stretch. I feel like 18 and you're like, and maybe it's just because I get like I'm getting like older, but it's like when I think of like an 18-year-old, that's like basically a child to me. Like this being an 18-year-old in 2025, it's like you are absolutely still a child. I don't know what is adult about like an 18-year-old, like what adult decisions they're making. Like some of them are either like you're 18 and you could potentially still be in high school depending on when your birthday is, or you're a freshman in college, which is still really fucking young. Like people, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I feel like people just they just look younger and younger and younger like every generation. Like when I was in high school, I didn't look like a fucking high schooler, man. The people that were seniors when I was going through high school did not look like seniors. We had this like in my school, we had this thing called the Hall of Champions, and it was basically like a hallway that was like next to the gym that had, I think probably like every high school had this. Like it was basically like the sports hallway where they would put all of like the pictures of like the football team, the soccer team, or the swim team, or like basketball team, all that kind of stuff. And it was like they had, they had pictures dating back like 20 or 30 years because our school was fucking old. Like it was a New York school. It was old as shit. So they had pictures going back, I think all the way to like the 60s. Some of them were even in black and white. They had team pictures in black and white. That's how far back they went. And it was like, you look at these pictures and it's like, you would look at the pictures of the football players, for example, and it was like, wow, these dudes don't look like high schoolers at all. They look like they should be in college at the very least. Like these are like young adult men. Like these are actual like old looking dudes. The football team when I was a senior in high school, I don't think there was a kid over 6 foot on that team. Everybody was short. Everybody looked like a fucking baby. No facial hair. Like we looked like children. And so it's like, I don't know, maybe it's just because like I'm getting older and like the people that I hang out with are also like 26 to 35 nowadays, like cuz some streamers are old and like people just, they get older. So I don't know, when I see like an 18-year-old working at like fucking, I don't know, like Chipotle or like Dutch Bros or something, it's like this person just looks like insanely young. It's like, man, did I look like this when I was a kid? I probably did, because like they just like, you just look like a child. It's like, what adult decisions are you making at 18 years old? You're not, like, you're still living with your parents, man. You're still a kid for sure. They're just waiting for Corey to stop yapping. Oh, I'm sorry. Do we have a tank? Are we pulling? Is the key countdown going? No. I'm hitting rocks and I'm yapping, okay? This is what I do. Vera, would you like me to stop talking?
It's fine.
Okay, because I'm not going to stop. Anyway, guys, we have a lot to talk about, okay? The Switch 2 came out, not a single announcement of a new Pokemon game in sight, okay? What is going on with that?
Your voice is like 15 years old.
Is what? My voice is 15 years old?
No, Alyssa's 15 years old.
Vera, what does that even mean?
Like it sounds like if you were to like talk to a patient or something and then it's like you were to guess their age by like their voice.
What, like she has like a customer service voice? It's all like...
No, like her I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, you're very
Alyssa,
soft.
you're gonna have to send Vera like a voicemail or something so I can just hear you speak for like once. Because frankly, you be talking a lot of shit for somebody whose voice I've never heard, okay? So maybe, let's just relax, okay? You have an uwu voice? Oh. Wait, Alyssa, why don't you just be a VTuber? If you already have the uwu voice, you're golden. You could have a streaming career tomorrow if you just made like a goofy little avatar, like a cute little anime girl, did the uwu voice. Fuck no. Yeah, I think your brain would rot if you did that. I think I think if I ever gave VTubing a shot, my brain would just fucking melt. Can't afford to Switch 2 right now, and I'm so sad I can't play the new Mario Kart. Dude, don't be sad that you can't play the new Mario Kart, okay? This is just FOMO, fear of missing out, brought on by our like aggressive capitalist society, trying to make you feel bad that you can't afford a Switch 2. When in reality, the Switch 2 should probably not cost what it costs now.
Your
I
divorce
am hard
attorney,
pressed to
he
get a
was
Switch 2
lying. He
though.
said he was getting divorced. He looked 14. He was born in 2004 and he was getting divorced.
Doesn't that make him 21? Yo, I can't imagine being 21 and getting married and then getting divorced. That is insane. I feel like you should at least finish college before you consider marriage. I think that's kind of a big one. Like when I was in college, I knew a few people that were like they were getting married like a year and a half out of college, and it's like, fuck man, that's soon. I'm trying to remember when my sister got married. I think my sister got married when she was I think my sister got married when she was I think when she was 25 or 26. And now she has a kid. Now I'm an uncle. I'm actually an uncle. I am actually an unc. I am Uncle Corey. Uncle Corey the guy. Yeah. 21 and still living with your parents. Who the fuck is getting married? Bro, you're gonna be living with your parents until you're like 26, man. Don't feel bad about it.
I lived with my parents until I was 26.
Yeah, and I'm not even kidding. Like that is not a bad thing. Never let anybody shame you for living with your parents until you're 26. Like I'm sorry, like in this economy, in the world we live in now, I think you're insane if you expect your kid to like move out at the age of like 22 or 23. Maybe if you like went to school and got like a ridiculously good job where you're making like 70 to 80K like just off the fucking rip and it makes sense for you to move out, yeah, absolutely. But like any parent that's like tapping their foot like waiting for their kid to move out on like a $35,000 salary a year, I think that's kind of being a piece of shit. I really, really do.
Meanwhile, my parents didn't want me to leave. My dad was like, no.
Well, that's because your
Okay.
parents love you. Not everybody has that luxury.
You have a whole room to yourself. A whole
You lived with
master
your parents
bedroom.
until you were 17, and then you went on to be a professional World of Warcraft arena master, and you lived in the
And then he
what
went
is
into
it?
the military.
Okay, so then the military has them. Okay. You know what? I can still play
I think.
Mario Kart 8. Listen, man, a Mario Kart game is a Mario Kart game, all right? But it'll never be better than Star Wars Episode 1 pod racing for the N64. All right? I should run a
Is this how
playthrough of that
long it
game
takes to
soon.
get a tank?
Bro, these people are dedicated. They really need this key or want this key or something. I don't know what the hell they're staying in here for. At this rate, I'm going to get one key done tonight. I agree with things that Corey says. Finally, somebody who agrees. Somebody who gets it. I feel like the worst thing about yapping to a stream is that I spend all this hard cultivated energy throughout the day. I store all this energy so that I can yap for hours on Twitch. And a lot of you don't even know what I'm saying. But when I get that one person who's just like, you know what? Everything that this guy says, this is what I've been missing. Then it's all worth it. Then it's all worth it. Where's this rock? Oh, it's below me? Wait. Hold up. Okay, it's still below me. What the fuck? Where is it? Where is this rock? Oh, it's in here. I see. Farrah, are we finding a tank?
I'm trying.
That's fucked. Muted when Corey speaks. Seabiscuit, with a name like that, you sound like somebody who would with me. You're a non-believer. Get out of my cathedral. You're fired. Farrah, can we try a social experiment? Can you delist the key and then relist it and then say 100k gold for a tank? I just want to see something. I just want to see. Because one of two things is
I ain't giving 100K.
no. I will finance it if we actually find a goated tank. But here's the thing: I want to, because like one of two things is gonna happen. We're either gonna get no tanks, or we're gonna get a mixture of tanks who very obviously can't do the key, and we're also gonna get tanks who can do the key. I just want to see. I just want to see something.
No matter when we're all gonna die.
Corey, might I present you with a moral problem, a trolley problem, if you will? I don't know what this if you will shit is. That's a thing. Trolleys are a problem. They're dangerous. If you would stand beside a trolley track, and the trolley is heading down a path on which World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King is tied, and faces imminent danger, and then there's a lever next to you, pulling it would result in the trolley changing tracks. However, the on your track is tied down. World of Warcraft Legion, what do? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, God. Dude, that's like... Because Wrath of the Lich King was my childhood. That was a good 2 years of my life, because I had Legion, or I had Wrath. But Legion is genuinely a good WoW expansion.
The trolley.
I simply do not know what to do. You know what? I think I would save Legion. Because Blizzard has already butchered, like, Arthas and the Lich King lore and that entire expansion by, like, adding shit onto it in Shadowlands. I feel like if I saved Wrath of the Lich King, it would only be saving it just so that it would eventually just become, like, a dead horse that Blizzard beats whenever they need, like, sub numbers or something. The trolley speeds down the track and collides with World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King. Yeah, I think I would. There are fragments of box and disc everywhere. It's a disaster. That does sound like a disaster, because all that shrapnel that's all over the floor, yeah, that's pieces of my broken childhood right there that I just sacrificed. Yeah. The trolley derails and accidentally takes out garrisons. Now that is one accident I am willing to look past. Fuck garrisons. That was like your alcoholic stepdad telling you that you're gonna go to the water park for your, like, I don't know, 14th birthday that lands right on a Saturday in, like, one of the hottest days of summer, and you're gonna go with your friends and being, like, really, really excited. And it's maybe one of the first, like, positive encounters you'll have with your stepdad. But instead of taking you to a water park, he just takes you to, like, a fucking... He just takes you to, like, I don't know, like an inflated pool in his backyard. That's not a water park. That's just lies and deceit and deception. Alright, we finally have a tank. After how long?
Like 45 minutes.
Am I paying this guy 100K?
No.
Okay. I was about to say. And this is Floodgate, right? I'm going to the right place? Or no, sorry.
No,
Motherlode. I keep messing all of them up. My mistake.
First
Oddly
it's a
specific
workshop,
story?
now you're saying Floodgate.
You like them that the expansion was very uneventful. Well, yeah, wasn't there like 2 content patches to WOD, and one of them was just a selfie camera?
It's going great, Borscht. Yeah, we're timing all of these keys. Yeah.
Bear, I need you to lock in, because here's the thing.
We found a tank after 45 minutes. Okay.
Well, if we fuck this up, we'll have wasted 45 minutes of our lives.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft, The Burning Crusade, and World of Warcraft, Mist of Pandaria, watch on in horror. Someone in the distance, you hear you. Someone exclaim, slow down. Life is to be savored. Alright, I'm ready to do this key. Uh-huh. Looks good to me. Whose key is this? I have a 13 floodgate. Oh, I'm a loser. First pull disaster. No, this is a mother load. If we wipe, it's probably going to be... Where do you think we'd wipe in this key? Honestly, maybe actually getting to the first boss. Someone's down to mess this up.
3, 2, 1.
Second transition skip. Or the last hallway. The last hallway with the bombs is a big one. See, Motherlode tends to be my least favorite key just because of how absolutely sketchy, like, sneaking past this trash ends up being. This is what I mean. Like, was this intentional? Did somebody jump too far forward? Like, what are we... I want to see what my frames are, actually, when I get this key. Am I taking aggro? Oh my god, I am. I don't have a thing for this. Fuck. You know what? This way is probably fine. Want to buy PI. More damage, please. See, if you... Fun fact, if you deaths advance that, you don't get knocked up. $200 cash and $100 Visa gift card on my desktop. What stopped me from purchasing a ton of Counter-Strike crates with it? Shame. Actually, you know what, Brendan? Money's no object. Honestly, just send it, dude. Seriously. Because here's the thing. You can turn that $300 into, like, thousands of dollars by gambling it. Okay, seriously, this is what I mean. This shit just stresses me out. Alright. Okay, so we're skipping that trash pack. That's okay. I don't really like how low my frames get when I do keys. Sorry guys, I have to stop yapping, much to everybody's dismay. I have to focus on this key, otherwise Vera's gonna get mad. Vera, do you want to res?
Yeah, you res right away.
Oh, okay. Wee. The fuck am I listening to? Yeah, I'm not into that at all. That was GG at its finest. Oh no. Wait, 6 deaths already? What happened? I blinked and it was over.
Yeah, the shaman keeps dying. They keep like getting aggro. And they release for some reason.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Monumental defeat right there, but okay. That's fine. We make this work. Where is the shaman? I don't even see the shaman on the fucking damage board. What the fuck? There he is. Okay, he's pulling up to the club now. We're good, we're good. You just had to tie his shoes, we're fine.
Oh my gosh. Ooh.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Like, that's a thing that happens sometimes with the balls. Like the arrow will point at the boss and then you click it and it goes backwards. We're supposed to be tanking it on this pile of gold. What is
Yes.
it? Wait, I see. So you just kind of like... Excellent work, gang. Ow. That guy's fucking rude. Everyone relax, my DK has a gun. Nice, okay.
Only the strongest
What the fuck?
survive.
And that's the key.
Who are we blaming for that? Who can we blame for that? Personally, I kind of blame the shaman. That's just me. I'd have to go back and watch, but like I don't think any one of those two soccer balls that killed us I could have saved. Like by the time they were close to me, they were basically done. I don't know if I could have fixed that. I take it we have like a 14 mother load now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, do you still need it for
Uh,
time?
yeah, I mean, I still need it for Brazil, but it's just disappointing that I don't feel like we should have died in that key. So,
Shaman released and then just kept dying and dying and dying, trying to get back.
yeah, he had to have
We
died.
racked up like 5 deaths.
He had to have died, what, 3 times on his own? Because the first wipe knocked out 3 of us. I rezzed you. The Warlock waited for a res. And then the Shaman, what, he just died like 3 times in a row?
Nobody died until we got to that pack.
Yeah. So he must have rezzed like 3 times because he just kept dying to trash. Just bricking the key. You know, honestly, I think that's a mass report right there. I think we all just report that guy and get his account banned for griefing. It was intentional. I mean, you guys saw how he was the AFK the first like 10 or 15 seconds of the boss fight, right? Like he wasn't even on the meter. Kind of sus. Hmm.
I need my bag. Bruh, I need it like this.
Oh,
Oh, I gotta.
that redeem reminds me of when we were trying to clean out Vera's bags in Classic WoW.
Yeah, I
Oh
didn't
my
know
god,
shit.
that shit was a nightmare.
I didn't know shit.
I wish some of you guys could have seen that. We were like, Vera kept complaining that her bags were just like, had no room. So I had her share her screen and going through every single item, and she had, what did you have? You had like level 3 potions when we were level 37. I was like, get rid of those. Like, what are you doing with these? Just
I need
hoarder
everything.
mentality, man. Better bags is a toggle that lets you sorting by expansion. It's the best for cleaning. Dude, like, you know what the thing is that I'm really glad that Blizzard does
I
now?
need everything.
You have a reagent bag. So reagents and everything else are just separate. I don't know. I have a rule where like all of my important stuff for Mythic Plus goes down here. Like any gear swaps I need to make goes down here. Any consumables, all that kind of stuff. Everything up here is just junk. Like this will get filtered out one way or another. And I don't have to really think about it. But that's what happens when you have 120 bag slots of space is, you know, you can just kind of do that. The best is the level 2 mana oil. True! Now, I'm a huge fan of not spending money on materials that are just going to get spammed into oblivion on low keys. That's why now I finally started getting rank 3 tempered potions. Because they're just necessary, having that extra oomph for higher keys. But I was using rank 2 everything for a while, just because of how expensive it was.
I want to get a tank first.
Wait, what about Mystic War? He's a tank.
Oh,
No?
2,900 for 14.
Hey, you never know. He might be really good.
No.
My god, is that Jay? Hi, Jay. Jay, I've missed you too, man. What be going on in your neck of the World of Warcraft? Because, you know, my days are all pretty similar. I log into WoW, I do keys, I brick keys, I cry, I repeat. But I don't know if Frontier 2 has started. I don't know if you're still playing hardcore WoW, if you're doing what is it? Pandaria stuff. Pretty soon I want to start leveling a character so I can get ready for Burning Crusade. That's something I would honestly look forward to. Yes, I do plan on playing classic TBC. So, what is it? Burning Crusade is my very first WoW expansion. That was my introduction to WoW. I didn't start playing WoW until 2006 when Burning Crusade I think was already about like maybe a quarter of the way, halfway done. I was still leveling to 70, I think. I think I was in like I think I was in I had to been like 65 or 66 or something when Sunwell came out. So it took me a long bit of time to get to level 70 back then, but no, Burning Crusade, I actually really enjoyed Burning Crusade, and going back and playing the re-release of it was actually pretty enjoyable too. I would say I had more fun going back and doing classic Burning Crusade than I had doing classic Wrath. Mostly just because I think there was just more keeping my attention in Burning Crusade, and everything was like fairly new, getting caught up and doing all that. Wrath just quickly turned into raid logging for 3 hours a week. To clear next Rammus and Old War, and then I stopped playing in Crusader because Diablo 4 came out, it killed our guild, and I don't know, man. 3 months, 2.5, 3 months of Trial of the Grand Crusader is just not it. It's just not good. Kind of embracing variety WoW, sod raids once a week, leveling in Kata, Frontier in a couple of weeks, and I'll take those tunes into TBC when they die. That's the way, man. I think that's what's going to end up happening with my Warlock from OnlyFans, because that poor guy is still alive. With like 30 gold to his name, and some raid consumables I never ended up using.
30? I thought I gave you way more than that.
Vera, I spent an ungodly amount of gold on consumables every raid. All that money is gone. Like, there's nothing to be had there. I have like 40 gold to my account. But yeah, I'm basically just waiting for Burning Crusade. Or like, I don't know, another patch to come out in retail, cause like it's getting pretty stale at 12 or 13 weeks. Like, I think I've pushed my DK as far as I'm willing to go. Like 3100 seems like a pretty nice number to maybe just stop playing. I'm not going for title. I don't have it in me. I play semi tough keys, I guess. Like, I don't know, that's good enough for me. At this point, I'm really just interested in pushing in the DK when I can, and maybe just getting an alt or two up in case I want to swap mains in this next patch. But other than that, I'm really just waiting for Burning Crusade as well to hand over a few months of my life to, while I do some retail stuff at the same time. I don't know if I'm gonna play Pandaria. It really depends. Jay, were we on the same server together in Kata?
What are you gonna do?
Alts for retail?
Yeah.
I don't know.
If we were to do ults.
If we were to do alts, I think I would keep the rogue around because subtlety ended up actually being a very fun spec, which I wasn't expecting. And I'd probably just play the classes that I've played off and on for the last couple of years: Warlock, Shadow Priest, Demon Hunter, Paladin, Shaman, if I said that already, Warrior. That's like 8 tunes. I think that's enough to keep me busy. I think. Oh, you're leveling Benediction. Wait, Benediction Alliance? Because I got a Warlock on Benediction. Just saying. DBC was chilling, especially having done this so many times with expansions. I don't care about prepping super hard. I'm just getting leveled. Oh, Jay, I mean, in that case, I mean, if you've got a guild with an open slot, I mean, maybe I could be convinced to get my Warlock some catch-up gear and go into Pandaria. I think that could actually be kind of fun, because I think Pandaria was one of the expansions that I think I played the least, just because it came out at a time in my life where I had a lot kind of going on. I was basically in my last year of college doing, or not college, high school, doing college visits, doing varsity swimming. I had a girlfriend taking up my entire social life at the time. I think I had a lot going on for like an 18-year-old kid, and Mists of Pandaria already didn't really like capture my fancy too much when I was younger. So I didn't really care to skip it. And then, you know, the entire like freshman year of my freshman year of college, I think when I started that freshman year, maybe like a week or two afterwards, that's when Siege of Orgrimmar came out. And then, you know, I stopped playing WoW for basically an entire year because I had a feeling if I brought that shit with me to college, I would have probably just failed out because I was just playing nonstop. But, yeah. Mists of Pandaria, I think I came back during the summer after my freshman year was done. And that was when my friend Matt and I guess some of you know him as Mizkif, like we got back into WoW together because we were basically two addicts that found each other and you know, got each other addicted to WoW again. And so we spent an entire summer playing arenas until like fucking 5 or 6 in the morning every single night. And just getting conquest gear on alts because it was so easy. And that's what we did. Oh, good times. Not good enough times that I think I'm willing to go back though. I don't know. I did Mop Remix, but that wasn't exactly like a good, like, hey, here's what you missed kind of thing. So I don't know. I think going back to Mists as a warlock could be kind of fun. I didn't really play any warlock in Mists of Pandaria. Cool. You're in Tuka's guild on one character, then I think I'll do another one for Sardako and Savix are doing. I'll see about raiding with Sardako. Sardako is really... It's hard to raid with Sardako because he definitely gets a lot of the sweatier WoW players, and it's hard keeping up with them as somebody who doesn't really care about parsing and just wants to see the content and do the mechanics properly. When everybody else is trying to parse, like, it kind of hurts. Also, I'm down to raid with Sardako. I mean, I always will. He's my boy, but like, we also had 2 experiences in Kata where our guild just imploded because people couldn't decide on what they actually wanted to do. And yeah, that was, I mean, it was just kind of exhausting. It was like, our first guild died, and then Sardako merged the remnants of his guild with some other guild, and then that guild died for really toxic reasons, and then after that I was like, you know what? I'm out. I quit. I'm done. Man's like blue parses? Nah, dude, this is Sardako we're talking about, dude. He's got green parses. Don't get it twisted. Come on. Of course Sadako's a sweat. Although, I don't actually know... I don't really know how sweaty Sardako is when it comes to, like, other forms of WoW that isn't classic. Because I feel like Sardako is a very big classic sweat, but then he doesn't... He's very chill about games like Retail. And other WoW expansions. And I think that probably has to do with the fact that he might just not like those versions of WoW as much as he likes classic. So I don't know. But yeah, I mean, Jay, if there's room for a warlock, I would actually come. I would come back for you, Jay. I would come back for you. I would make that trek. Sleep Token is such a vibe. I know, dude. I know. No, I've been on a massive Sleep Token kick. Barra knows. I've just been listening to their album nonstop since it released. Tori is so sweet. Zen, you cannot be flirting with me when my girlfriend is around like this. She is in voice. She can read chat. She can see everything we're typing. Vera? Are you mad at me?
What? If you abandon me in Retail, yeah.
Well, I'd still be playing Retail. I just wouldn't be playing a ton of Retail. I'm not abandoning you would just be like leaving and then never coming back. That would be like the father who go gets milk and then actually just doesn't make the return trek. No, this would be more sort of like, hey, I'm picking this up. Barry, you don't have to worry about I'm gonna stop playing Retail. Retail is my main game. That is my main thing that I do. Oh, what song was that? That was Bloodsport.
She gonna move back to Vegas?
No, she's not moving back to Vegas. She's not allowed to leave. I'm gonna lock her in the apartment and make her do keys with me every single day. I'm gonna wake her up and be like, it's key time, baby! Ding, ding, ding! So, you'll know. You want to start playing Retail because this girl I like plays Retail, no cap. Jay, is this girl... Now, let me ask you something. I have a few questions for you, and these are not attacks, and if you feel like these are hard questions, then maybe this is a good moment to take a step back and to reevaluate. Does this girl know you exist? That is my first question. Okay, so that's a yes. Okay. My ne my ne my next question is well, this actually isn't a question. This is more of a statement. And that's don't do it. Don't play retail for a girl. You're gonna have a miserable time. That's all females are healers. No, that's actually incredibly sexist. Jinx isn't a healer. She's a failed vengeance demon hunter that can't time a 6. Okay, so that's one girl we know that isn't a healer. Vera plays hunter. That's another girl that doesn't also just play healer. Fandy's another WoW streamer who is a WoW streamer that plays hunter, which is still a mistake, but not a healer. So that's 3 examples that I can pull right out of my butt for you right now off the top of my noggin. So, yeah.
Paladin right there.
Wait, what?
Jinx plays Resto Druid.
Oh, so she is a healer?
I play Mistweaver. Fandy plays a Holy Paladin.
But are these their mains, though? That's what I'm saying. Like, I've never known Fandy to be a Holy Paladin main. Like, every time I see her in arenas or doing, like, keys, she's a hunter.
Yeah, Fandy's a hunter. I'm a Mistweaver main.
But, okay, but back to Jay. So here's what I would say. Like, Jay, this is why you don't want to play retail with a girl. Okay? With a girl you like. Because this is what's gonna happen. If you try to play WoW with this girl, and you try to keep up with her in the content that you're doing, you're going to be met with the unified force of about 40 different yes men that are just going to defend their streamer to the death, all so that they can listen to her say hello when they send an emote in chat. You are going to be facing the brunt, the criticisms of 40 other old men that don't know what they're doing every day, day in and day out while you play this game. It is going to be a miserable experience for you. And if your heart's not in retail, to learn keys, to learn the mythic rating, to play the game as God intended in this beautiful, great country of America, you're going to have a horrible time. Okay? So, I think what you need to do instead is you need to gaslight, manipulate, gatekeep, girl boss this girl into playing forms of classic WoW so that you don't have to give up your safe space and you get to play a game you like with a girl that you like.
Like you did with me and OnlyFans?
Yeah, exactly.
Twice?
Yeah. I was like, hey Vera, we're doing this. And you were just like, okay.
Except the first OnlyFans I didn't join.
Nope. Hey, you could have. That was your fault. That was your fault. That was, yep, that was your fault.
But then I would have had to restart everything.
Yeah.
Went from 200 viewers to 10. No fun.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you, like, drop out of your game for 2 or 3 months. You gotta rebuild. People are like, wait, this isn't retail WoW. This isn't keys. Wait, it's taking you 15 seconds to kill this one mob and it's almost killing you? Wait, what is this game? Like, that's, yeah, I mean, people get scared and they leave. So, yeah. Did we find a tank yet?
Nope.
I don't think we're in the right for this. I think we're making a huge mistake. I think you should brush off your Vengeance Demon Hunter and we do +2s. What do you think?
+2s? I can barely even... I die in a...
No. You'll be just fine in a +2. Because guess what? Guess who's going to be healing you? Me. Yeah, I'm going to crank up the old Resto Shaman and we're going to try it out.
Oh, yeah?
No. You couldn't give me anything in this world to go healer. If you presented me with...
I was going to go do it 100%.
No, I don't know how to fucking heal. Like, you want me healing you? No, I'll heal in Classic WoW where things move slower and I can actually react to them. No, I do not feel like doing the thankless job of being a healer. Also, I'm a man, okay? Healing is a woman's job, alright? I'm a DPS player, alright? I'm like the I'm like the linebacker of the football team. I do the heavy lifting. I do fucking the men's work, bro.
Bitch. I like how Zen earlier said are all-female healers, and then you literally were like, that's sexist.
It's also the healer's job to interrupt. No, don't get it twisted. Every single job that a DPS has, and this is real talk, every single job that a DPS has, a healer and a tank has to also do, and also do so much more. Any DPS that complains that their job is too difficult is actually delusional, because you have the easiest role in the game. Healers and tanks have to also do damage, they have to also interrupt, they also have to CC, they have to do all of your jobs on top of healing and taking care of tanking and babysitting the route and making sure the group can actually do the route. Healers are passenger princesses. Sometimes. No, I've seen a lot of healers put in work, and the thing is like your job as a healer, and this is speaking from a DPS, so if there's any healers that want to like disagree with me, I welcome it, because I could be wrong about this, but I feel like your job as a healer is made easier by your group actually knowing what you're doing. Because when everybody else in the group is on top of their shit, I imagine it's not super difficult to heal, because you have people actually actively avoiding damage, stopping damage, mitigating damage through cooldowns, and, you know, not all of the boss mechanics, like the bees in Brewery, are on you to do. Look, buddy, you always die in keys with me because you stand in shit. You know, that's interesting that you say that, because Zen also fails the Goomba route whenever we do Floodgate. Just saying. Which, speaking of Floodgate, Zen, I have a Floodgate if you want to go test that Goomba route, okay?
Bruh.
I swear in Classic, 80% of the time, healers are just getting dirty flirty with people in the DMs. I could see it. But I feel like that's WoW in general. Like, some of the most toxic relationships that you'll know are... It's WoW e-girls that run healer that find a creepy tank in looking for group that just run with them until their relationship evaporates and fizzles out because it got weird and creepy and gross and bad. So yeah, I mean, yeah, healers are definitely passenger princesses though, for sure. Title and ulti rolls, tank is so much harder in real keys. I imagine it is. The thing is like, I actually really enjoyed tanking retail rates. We did it very briefly in season 1, where we were doing Prot Warrior tank, and we were clearing all of normal. We were doing some, like, I think almost all of heroic. I think the only boss we didn't do was Ansarek. But raid tanking was fun. I find no joy in Mythic Plus tanking, where I have to like worry about a route and I have to round up mobs in a very specific way. Like, these are just extra responsibilities that I just don't care for. So yeah, I mean, it's hard. I would really enjoy tanking if I didn't have to freak out about it in Mythic Plus. I'm just not made for it. It's not a fun experience for me. My heart's racing the entire time. Like,
Oh, group.
oh, thank God. Okay, what are we doing?
Mother load.
Okay, back to the old load, eh? Oh, it's been over 8 hours. Okay, I gotta use... that's right, we failed our portal. Okay. Flowers in game one time was cute, trying to send them to her office wasn't. Yo, if that's a real experience, yeah, that's creepy. Yep, BFA motherload, baby. That's another thing about retail WoW, is that they recycle key content from other expansions, which I actually don't mind, but I wish that they would try to pull from expansions that, you know, aren't recent. Like, I don't like doing Shadowlands dungeons. I don't want to do BFA. I don't even want to do Legion dungeons. I'd like it if they could repurpose some more of the Kata dungeons. That was pretty cool. Repurposing, I don't know, like Mists of Pandaria dungeons would be kind of neat. Yeah, Dead Mines, Mythic Plus, goated. Mythic Plus Ragefire Chasm would be insane with the skips that you can do. Spoiler, there are none. It's literally just one walkway with some lava. But no, I mean, like, I feel like throughout WoW's history, there are a few examples of keys that I think you could make Mythic Plus be really, really good. I think Zul'Farrak could be one. I think Zul'Farrak present, like, with its open floor kind of, you know, pathing, could result in some pretty cool skips. Pretty cool boss fights that could probably come from it if you just tuned it. Maybe take out the Ziggurat event. Because you don't really need it. But yeah, I feel like if Blizzard really wanted to, they could retrofit a lot of older dungeons to be repurposed in Mythic Plus. I think they could do it. I really, really do. Lower Blackrock Spire. Jay, I will kill somebody before I let anybody at Blizzard make that into a dungeon. I will hire an elite squad of ex-Navy SEAL officers to assassinate devs in Minecraft to make sure that Mythic Plus Lower Blackrock Spire ever sees the light of day. I will do it.
5,
in a video game.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, you're doing Motherload too? Okay, let's have a race to see who can beat Motherload first. Ready, go. We're already winning. Get fucked. Oh, this tank is going straight in. Oh, he's raw dogging it. Oh my god.
Not ideal.
No, I know no, I know what kind of pull he's doing. He's doing the skip. He's doing the cliff wall skipping. I know what he's doing. I did this in a group a few days ago. I think it was while you were asleep. Or when you weren't paying attention to me. Because you do that a lot. You don't give me enough attention. Vera, that was a joke. I'm kidding.
Do I really not give you enough attention?
No, Vera, I was kidding. I took your silence as you locking into the game at first, but then I realized you probably got worried. That's my fault. And I take it back. Maybe we're not doing the rock wall skip. Maybe this tank knows something we don't. Like, he probably is thinking to himself, like, this group can't keep up. I definitely did not need my big boy minion on this, but we pop it anyway, just so that we're in line with our other cooldowns. Because in 30 seconds, we'll probably be at the next pack. Whee! Oh, can I get on it? Damn. I wanted to do tricks on it. Originally, we're going to name this Fatherload, but it didn't go over well. No, Motherload is a better title. Fatherload is just weird. Also, fun fact, but like in a lot of like cultures and everything, naming things like or assigning them like what is it? Like female pronouns and everything is like it's like a very, very normal thing. Like that's why ships and vessels usually have like women's names, or like people refer to them as like a her or a she. It's a very normal thing to like nickname objects or like assign.
We do it in Russian.
Yeah, everybody does it. Everywhere does it. Titanic, that's not a girl's name, but they still refer to it as a her. Like, she could fit this many people aboard, or like, she sunk this fast when she hit an iceberg and died. Like, that's how people do it.
I know in Spanish they do that too, yeah.
Oh! Well, those kind of languages, yeah, they do the thing where they assign genders to objects. But yeah, I mean, that's basically what it is. Alright, who did that?
Tank.
Yo, this tank knows something that we don't. Just kidding. It doesn't take a Mangekyo Sharingan to figure out that this was gonna go this way. But you know what? It's alright. Or is that you that I just saw get punted?
Yep.
Nice.
You guys may all be dead.
No, 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 no. I have AMS. We're fine. Excellent work, gang. We did it. Yo, what is with these baby pulls? There we go. There it is. That's what I wanted to see. Whoa! Oh, this tank is dying. Oh, we recovered. Excellent recovery. I could not ask for better placement of the goop on the ground. No, I don't think this tank is crazy. I think this tank is living in like 2028. I think he's seen the route that people are gonna run 3 years from now when this key is back in fucking rotation for like the 8th time because Blizzard has no new ideas. I think we're dealing with a time traveler. I think that's what it is. He's testing the route that MDI players will run in 2028. This is just like an early access like friends and family alpha for him. He knows what he's doing. I'm not hitting a single goddamn soccer ball. Alright, I'll get this one. You're a classic, Andy. What should I play to level? You should play... Honestly, dude, this is like I am a huge advocate for playing what looks fun, even if it's bad. But the unfortunate reality of like doing things like High Mythic Plus is that like if you don't have friends to play with consistently, sometimes your ability to have fun in this game is hamstrung by other people. And what I mean by that is like, if you're playing an off-meta spec, it can be really, really hard to find keys because nobody will take you over like a Boomkin, Unholy DK, an Arcane Mage. Like, you will be at the mercy of like whatever tuning Blizzard gives you if you choose to not do something. And go like super flavor of the month, really, really good spec. But, you know, if you have friends... Obviously, that doesn't really matter too much because you can still have groups to play with and everything. But like, if you were gonna like plan on like doing like high keys and everything, it can be kind of a pain in the ass to like get groups to invite you over an Unholy DK or I don't know, something like whatever happens to be like BIS at that time. Season 1 it was Frost DK. This season it was Unholy DK. Like next season DK might not even be S tier. Like it's a whole thing. Alright. Barrett, this is actually going so much better than our other Motherload. I bet we're kicking Jinx's ass right now on time, too. Just saying. Like, I bet you she's probably mathing out her key right now and it's just like, I just can't. The math isn't mathing. I don't know if I kicked that or not. I don't think I did. Oh, nope, that's unstunnable. I was not standing in that. Zen totally forgot to kick bombs and got us killed. I'm about to get us killed if I don't get out of that. Ooh. Oh my god, I just got German there for a second. My bad, guys. Sorry, gang. My fault. You know what? I'm willing to give Zen a pass, though, because Zen is playing on, like, a secondary PC. He's like third, fourth string quarterback. Like, everybody else had their, like, knees blown out in a really bad go-karting accident, and he's just trying to pick up the slack after not playing for 8 seasons in a row. Coach put him in and is just like, you know how to play, right? And he's like, what? So I'm gonna give Zen a little bit of slack here for not getting out of bombs. He's probably moving at like 20 FPS and it didn't even register for him.
Oh shit, mother fudge.
Oh, I don't have a stun for that shit. What is the cooldown on this? A minute and a half? Are you serious? Okay. Oh my god, is that Exile? Big fan. Big Exile fan. Do you want to do the Goomba route? We go in the water, it could be fun. Okay. Wait, was I standing in that? Actually, I take it back. Going Goomba route doesn't make sense anymore, because we already did this. Sorry, I'm trusting the tank. This guy knows something we don't. See, nobody believed in this tank. Nobody but me. Man, I'm like really late on these interrupts, I'm sorry. Dude, why are you charging me, man? I didn't do nothing to you. I would say I'm gonna die. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, that's not ideal. Yo, don't just be standing on that Earth Rager, my guy. I know you want to pump on this fight, but like, come on, man. Knock it off. This mage refuses to move. Oh my god, mage, please. I'm begging you. Alright, you know what? Fuck you. It's yours to deal with. I'm done. I'm done babysitting you. You're a mage. You have all the roots in the world. Why am I doing it? You have 2 stacks of bleed. This poor fucking warrior has 6 now. You should be ashamed of yourself. He's not even standing in the fire though. He's just standing. He's just occupying space. Like it's really just fucked, man. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, we're good now. Hopefully this warrior doesn't die to his bleeds. We gonna lay on hands from the paladin? Did he already do it? I think he did actually. Is it a forbearance? No, it's a time warp. Yeah, no. Maybe he didn't need it, maybe he already done it, I don't know. Excellent work, gang. We survived with only 2 deaths. I have cooldowns for this pull. Tank, you have my permission to pull big. Who am I kidding? You have my permission. I have your permission is what I'm trying to say. Come on, you can do bigger than this. You can do a lot bigger than this. Get over here. I'm standing right next to the tank because I have a crush on him. Hey, this shit hurts. Officer down. Oh, and right when I put it down, he leaves. Man. What exactly is it that Unholy does that spikes their damage so much? Your guess is as good as mine. I don't even know how to even explain the character that I'm playing. Honestly, I think it's a lot of things. Like, in multi-target pulls, you just have things like Outbreak that just explodes for like multiplicative damage, and doesn't really have a target cap in the way that like other abilities do. Like this just does damage to everybody and isn't target capped. Anything with a disease will explode, dealing damage to everything else. So when you multiply that by 10 things that have diseases, it's going to be dealing 10 instances of damage to 10 other things. I think the math is mathing there. You also have procs of what is it? You have free procs on Death Coil that make your Scourge Strike deal 50% increased damage. When you defile, your Scourge Strike will hit.
Get him up, get him up, get him up.
I'm trying. I need runic power. Thank you. Okay. Basically, like a lot of your damage just gets pumped. Like Scourge Strike dealing 50% increased damage under Defile, which then hits like everything, is just massive damage. Unholy kind of has it easy mode to just do unreal amounts of damage in multi-target pulls. I hit like a bitch on single target fights, but we're not brought to keys for our single target damage. And I mean, Death Coil is also crit for like the same amount of damage as like a low IQ Chaos Bolt. Okay, looks good. Probably did not need the burst here. That was a mistake. One that I cannot take back. I, for one, miss Corey. I definitely did not miss Vera. Cardin, that's mean and you know it is, okay? I, for one, have missed you. And yeah, that's really all I have to say on the matter. How you been, man? It certainly has been a long time, hasn't it? Somebody deal with that. Oh boy. How is this paladin dying? He has every death prevention cooldown in the game. Well,
Only the strongest survive.
Dude, was he really... Ugh, was this thing, like, really just standing on top of a Mind Blast and I didn't see it? I absolutely hate this fucking hallway. Like, I didn't even see that thing. Was the robot just on top of it? Freedom. Very busy building up a store from scratch. What does that entail? Like, is it's I assume it's like hiring people, making sure that, I don't know, you have like Do you have to worry about the how do I word this? I'm trying to think of the right words. Like, I guess like the supply chain of like making sure that you guys actually have like ingredients coming to the restaurant so you can cook shit with, and or is I imagine that's kind of like all established by, you know, Chipotle as a company. Retraining all the staff and removing the shitty ones. Ooh. Garden, do you ever get creative with like the staffing and you just like assign people parses like in WoW? It's like, listen, man, John, you were kind of green parsing the last couple of months. Like we run a tight ship. You gotta, if you want to stay, you gotta be at least purple parsing. Like we gotta let you go. IRL parsing sounds like it would be a nightmare, but then again, when you really think about it, a certain that does take form in a lot of businesses, I guess. You have daily metrics that you have to hit. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, that's kind of how you, like, metrics are how you define whether you're doing well or not, I guess. So, oh, hey.
From here, I can't heal you.
I'm busy trying to get around a bomb. I'm literally dodging landmines over here. Go get this thing away from me, please. Please, I'm bursting. I beg you. I beg. I beg. I might be effing fuck it. Sorry, I haven't popped an AMZ once this game. I am a dog shit DK. Fuck it. Why is it gotta be me? Why do you have to drop that shit in melee range, man? Goddamn psychopath. Barry, you kept us alive and that's all we can ask for. But it came at a great cost. Taking that score from rank 2345 out of 3893. Holy shit. Oh, that is some good metrics. Hold on, I gotta lock in for this boss fight. Our key time is heavily reliant on it.
Only 100 gold? I'm worth way more than that. I'm worth 101.
Damn right. Okay, we're gonna pop burst to bring this guy down to 50% for the phase change, and then we're gonna cry. Ooh.
Well, good thing I know in a 14 everybody can just stand still and I can just heal everyone up.
Why are you moving like that? Oh god, fuck you, dude. He saw the D&D and was like, nah, you're not allowed to parse. Fuck you. Fuck you, DK number 86,000. That's tried that. Alright.
Gosh.
Can I res him? Permission to res? Res granted. Guys, watch out! Get out of there!
Everybody needs to come to me.
We do good?
Thank God he took that out. I couldn't.
I will read chat in a second, guys. I'm just really trying to time this key. God fucking damn it. Well, Sick. Love that. Dude just leaves. Dude, I fucking hate that mechanic so much, man. I think from now on, if I'm ever in a scenario where I have to move out of the Gatling gun, if I ever have to move out of the fucking Gatling gun, or eat a circle, I'm just gonna eat the Gatling gun.
Yeah, you should.
What a scumbum pally. Dude was responsible for like 6 of these deaths. And he just fucking dips. Just finish the key out, bro. Got nothing else going on. It's a Monday night. You are bitchless, you are jobless. Just do the fucking key. Getting this DPS up so we can just get this over with. How are you dying with bubble up? Because I know for a fact bubble's up. Yeah, if this was timeable, if we didn't die.
No, we need %.
Oh. Then never mind, I guess there was no chance. I guess there was no shot. That guy even thought it was somebody else's fault. I mean, it's just shitty behavior. Like, I get why he did it, right? Like, if you're not gonna time the key, there's no point in doing the key. Because, like, who the hell needs vault? But, like, I don't know. It just feels like toxic behavior, especially when he was the one kind of griefing the key the most. Like, that guy, like, I'm not kidding. Like, we can look at the deaths in this key, and I guarantee you that guy will probably be top.
I died stupidly.
Well, yeah, you died like 2 or 3 times. This guy died multiple times on multiple fights, and he's a paladin. Like, you have fucking bubble. Like, do we need to go back to Legion where paladins get a talent where if they would die, they just don't, and you just use bubble? Because I feel like that's where we're headed. Okay. Well, chat, we tried. Game is famously terrible at you at what damage is incoming. I think a big help, honestly, and I could be wrong about this because I don't really pay attention to this too much, but I'm almost certain that Paladin Bubble is not on the it is on the global cooldown, meaning you could be in a situation, because I've had plenty of these situations before where it's like I want to be pressing bubble, but like I'm halfway through a global cooldown and I just die because I'm GCD locked. And I forget what the reasoning is for why some defensives are on the global cooldown and some aren't, but like I don't know. I feel like if you really wanted to boost the power of Palibubble without doing anything to its duration or anything like that, or its cooldown, you just make it so it's not on the GCD, and then you literally cannot die. Because if at any moment you think you're gonna die, you can just panic it.
Looks like Pally died 4 times.
Yeah, let me see. How many deaths? It was 4? How many times did you die?
2.
How many times did I die?
Yeah, I died 2 times. You died 2 times.
Classic.
Everybody died twice, once or twice.
And that paladin was just leading the charge of dying over and over again. Despicable. You just ripped a nasty ass fart. Eli, does it smell like something died? Is it like a protein fart where it just smells like death? Just hate it that I don't have oversight on what mobs are casting on me so I can use spell reflect. Oh, when I'm playing warrior, I mean maybe this is different as tank, but when I'm playing warrior, I just hit that shit on cooldown sometimes. To be honest. It's such a short cooldown that it's like, fuck it, why not? That paladin sure was a grief. Oh, I actually don't have vault.
You're 14.
Just realized that I don't have vault on this DK. I'm missing 2 keys.
Do you want to quickly do 2 keys?
I mean, yeah, we can. We can just vibe out because I don't really know how well we're gonna be able to find push keys on a Monday night.
You have a 13 theater.
I can drop this 13 floodgate down to a 12. And we could just do the 12 floodgate too. You've been working out every day, mostly doing cardio? Nice, man. Eli, how do you do it? Because I tell myself I'm gonna do cardio and then I don't do it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all, man. The only thing that I've found that helps me to pass the time at least when I'm like walking, for example, because I'll walk when I'm at work, is like I'll get on a treadmill and I'll watch TikTok. There's something about the brain rot that just makes me feel like I'm handing over my brain to like our TikTok overlords, and 15 to 20 minutes can just like evaporate and I won't have any recollection of it. This was Floodgate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Used to grind Hearthstone when I was a skinny twink. Now you play TFT. Yeah, maybe I just need to find like a phone game that I can play while I'm walking. Thing is, like, I want to be running though. I really want to try running just because I've always kind of felt that like walking is great, but walking doesn't really give me the intensity that I feel like I could really use. Did I just get booted from this dungeon? Hold on. I got hit with a double loading screen. I got hit with a double loading screen. Hold on.
You're not kicked.
Why can't I get into this dungeon? It's not letting me.
You probably failed it, and they have to.
Oh, dungeon is in progress. Just cranked the incline and walk about 1.5 miles. Yeah, the incline, honestly, you need an incline on a treadmill. Otherwise, you're really just not working your legs.
Oh, wait, 25. Bruh, dude, the freaking Hunter's Radar IO didn't, like, it said 1500, and I was like, what the fuck?
Ah, he can do it.
And he's 2500.
Sleepy. Alright, we're gonna have a 0 death floodgate. I promise.
No, there's gonna be deaths.
No, I'm telling you, there's gonna be 0 deaths in this key.
I mean, Hunter 663 should be fine. But
I did not realize I had all this shit in my bags. Realize I had all this shit in my bags. Whoa, 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 pulling in 10 seconds. You gave me no time. I'm scared.
2, 1.
By the way, it's a 12.
Yeah, I can. Vera, I can do a 12. Okay, like relax.
know.
I can.
I'm just letting you know.
Well, you don't have to let me know shit. Okay, I can handle myself for this key. I pulled.
Who does this guy think he is?
I'm just kidding. I didn't pull. I would never pull.
Oh, dude, you freaking. I actually looked back.
I do good damage, I think. My game is turning into a slideshow for it, but fuck it. All right, 15 million. Go me. I fell. I fell.
You're fine.
I fell.
Who the fuck is interrupting at the same time as me?
Me. All right. Not a scratch on me. Can't blind all these. Robots can't be blinded, apparently. Bro, what is it about this key that my frames are just ass? 20 FPS? Yo, is WoW just a really hard game to stream nowadays, or is my computer really just dog shit now? I'm starting to feel like my shit is just dated.
I'm at 35 FPS.
I was at 20 at one point. I haven't had 20 FPS in WoW since like college when I was playing on a 2013 MacBook Pro. I'm not kicking anything. I'm just doing pure. WoW runs like shit. Yeah, it really does, man. If Blizzard ever announced a WoW 2 where everything was identical, but it just ran on a much better system, I would be totally okay with that. I don't need graphical updates. I don't need added bullshit to the game. I literally just need this game to not run like it's running on a fucking toaster. That actually makes no sense why this game runs so bad. Well, what I've come to understand, and I've heard other people talk about this too, is that like WoW is just basically a giant calculator. And I guess running the sheer amount of like computations on top of all like the graphical stuff, I think it just like it works your CPU like crazy. It's all the spaghetti code. I mean, it could be that too. Like when, you know, you can put a... Fuck, what am I trying to say? Like, you can put a V8 engine into like a 2013 Toyota shitbox and just because it has the V8 engine doesn't mean it's gonna run really, really well. It's gonna run like shit because the rest of your shitbox is shit, and that's kind of how I feel like WoW is. Built on more spaghetti code, and by the time somebody gets used to it, they end up leaving to work at Riot. Yeah. I mean, I would... and I really don't think there's any way to fix that too, is there? Like, for you to fix the spaghetti code of WoW, it probably would be easier to start over and make an entirely new game than it would be to fix the spaghetti code. Oh, stop flying all over the place, please! Ooh. Yeah, no, exactly. Like, they fix one issue and it causes, like fixing a skybox in Stranglethorn Vale is gonna cause, Dornegal to, like, sink below the ocean, and you're not gonna be able to log into your characters. Maybe after the World War within fucking whatever saga that we're in, whatever expansion trilogy, the World Soul Saga, that's it. Maybe we'll get like WoW 2 after that. Maybe we'll get WoW 2 after that, and it'll just be like, hey, yeah, it's the same WoW you know and love, it's just not run on spaghetti code, it's run on, fucking Stromboli or something, I don't know. Pizza code. Like, it's really disheartening knowing that I have, like, a pretty, I would say I have a pretty cutting-edge, like, top-of-the-line PC, almost. Like, it's a little dated, sure, but only by a couple years. And my game runs like ass in 5-man content. Like, I can run Classic WoW with 40 people in a raid easier than I can run retail with 5 people. Like, I have my view distance on half, and I have environmental detail all the way down to a 2. There's no way that this shit is just like, it's that bad, man. And the other thing too is, like, it's not entirely WoW's fault. Like, streaming is not helping either. Like, I notice I get significantly lower frames when I stream WoW than if I was doing this and not streaming WoW. Excuse me, guys. Ow, 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 ow. Yo, this arcane mage is kind of going crazy right now. What is the core for this guy's damage? Arcane Barrage. Almost 1 billion damage. Wait, no, sorry, 100 million damage. Sorry. Who pulled these snails?
I have no idea.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let my damage fall off, so... This guy could have just walked back at this point.
Yeah, he's not releasing. He's a carry, he does know. Hello, mate. Bro, how long does it take you to figure out how you died?
I think he's just making excuses. I think he's trying to find what crypto he should be betting all of his money on this month. Yeah, where is it just safe to stand, man? What server are we on? The best one. I'm on Illidan, because I am a... I actually don't recall why I'm on this server. I don't think servers are really all that relevant in retail. Unless, I don't know, unless you want to join like a mythic guild, but I think even those now are like cross server.
Yeah, those are cross server.
And the...
How do you think CTV is doing them?
Oh, true. Yeah, the,
Oh.
they used to not be that way. Oh, I overshot that, I'm sorry. I don't know if I hit anything with that one, I'm sorry.
No, you hit them all. You have
Yeah.
nothing.
Oh, okay.
Your
Yeah, you were saying?
survival wasn't necessary.
Sorry.
Farrah, I just got decked in the face. Can I just get a res, please? Alliance or Horde? Oh. I don't know. Oh, we're Horde. At least on this character. Explosive gel. We'll take it. Bro, this is the most I've ever had to fucking move in this fight, man. My damage is freaking balls. Oh, not this shit again. Seriously, this is the most involved I've been in mechanics on this fight in a very, very, very long time. Oh my god! Pick someone else to do it, please! There's 4 other people in this party, my god! My boys! My fellas! You're insufferable. My man Ketamine is almost dead. Chad, if somebody walked up to your place of business and said that their name was Ketamine and they're looking for a job, how would you go about that? Oh, shit. And now I'm getting, like, cucked by this stuff. Well, we're certainly not 3-chessing this key. Finally. Somebody's car alarm is going off.
I don't hear it.
I hear it. Crap. Um... Song is so good. I love this song. Even Vera loves this song. And Vera hates Sleep Token. And she calls herself a metal fan. Big fan.
When did I say I hate Sleep Token?
You say it all the time. I'm like, hey Vera, if you like metal, you might like this band Sleep Token, and then you start throwing like pots and pans at my head.
No.
Anne confirms she hates Sleep Token. Yeah, she says it all the time. She's like, I can't stand it when people suggest Sleep Token to me for metal. And I'm like, Vera, it's good music.
It's not metal though, but I mean, it's
Oh,
not
it's
bad music.
100% metal. Metal is a genre that has so many like subsections of it. It's like it's hardly recognizable anymore. Anything could be metal at this point. Oh, hey, the water mechanic. I love this. Sleep Token has said they're not metal. Well, of course they would say that they're not metal. They're like artists. They view their work as art. They've got some elements of metal in there though. And that's the thing is like there are a lot of components to metal that are just brought into I'm dead. Other genres of music. Like if somebody showed me a Sleep Token song that had a lot of like guitar chugging and screams in it, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's probably some kind of like hardcore like metal derivative." Like, yeah, it's got elements of other shit that I've listened to that are in those genres. So it's like, yeah, by deduction here, I think we can kind of assume that like, yeah, this is they might not define themselves as metal, but like they've got some metal categories. Like, penguins can't fly, but I'd still call them a bird because they have wings and a beak. Maybe that analogy didn't work at the end, but I think you guys kind of understand what I'm saying. Why are there 5 dragons in here? Why is the mage doing shadow clone jutsu? Okay, let the mage die so I can pull damage. Nice. Okay, not nice. I didn't pull damage. Fuck.
Release so I don't have to heal them up.
I can't stress to you how much I fucking hate this fish. I hope this fish dies. The only joy I get out of doing Floodgate is watching this fish die every single time. Fuck you, Bubbles. I would actually like Bubbles more if he was tameable as like one of those raid boss pets for hunters. Could you imagine that, guys? Could you imagine that like in like one expansions from now they make Bubbles tameable by like beast mastery hunters or something? I'd actually be okay with that. Can you skip with Shadow Meld? I think so actually. I don't know if Bubbles has True Sight.
It does.
It does. Oh, maybe Bubbles isn't skippable then? I don't think you can do a meld skip on something that has True Sight. Can in 2 different ways? I don't think I've ever been in a group where people want to skip Bubbles. Oh, you max range True Sight. Oh, I didn't know True Sight had a max range to it. I'm gonna be honest. I've been playing this game for years. I didn't know that. Skip Bubbles and the 2 jumper at the end. Ah, okay. Maybe I'm just not doing like, might not be doing keys with the right people then if they're not skipping Bubbles, because every group that I've ever been in just raw dogs Bubbles. And I'm definitely being over dramatic. Bubbles is not like a bitch of a fight. I find him annoying, but he's really not terrible. He's not any worse than this fucking shit. It's not like you need to skip Bubbles so you get to high enough key anyway. Yeah, I mean, there's that too. Like, I'm probably just not doing high enough keys to where you have to start pulling these like insane skips out. By the way, guys, this is my favorite song off the album. Hope I can trust this group to kick. I almost jumped into one of those electric circles. Very, you would have been very unhappy with me, but I corrected myself at the last second. Pixar coin flip with pugs? A little bit, yeah. I mean, I'm guilty of it too. There'll be some keys where I just like tunnel and damage so hard that I forget to kick stuff. But I try to be good about kicking. I feel like as an unholy DK, you don't really have an excuse because like your pet can technically kick for you. You've got a blind, 2 grips, a kick. You're running asphyxiate, which I never see anybody do. That's an extra stunt. Like you got interrupts as a DK. You gotta use them. So where's the tank gonna go with this? Let's see. I don't know who I just fucked over, but I fucked over somebody.
You fucked over the tank, actually.
I think I did fuck over the tank. Alright. We won't do that then. We'll move away from the tank. Alright, cool. Oh, you know, I just remembered. I'm an idiot. I can run into the sparks with AMS and they won't kill me. Or stun me. I could have been doing that this entire time instead of actually like doing the mechanic the right way. My fault. If we make it to that mechanic again, that's what we'll do. I've actually never tried it on a 12, so it'd be nice to like limit test a little bit, but I think we can do it. Now let's give it a shot. Okay, no, it just soaks the entire thing. No lingering dot, nothing. Okay. So we know that we can do that on a 12 at least. Pacemaker? No. Oh, you didn't do shitty healing.
Yes, I did.
No.
Oh fuck, I didn't take the portal before I left.
No, you didn't. Alright, well I took the portal because I'm just good like that.
You're so good.
Yeah, I'm just so good. Alright, was that my last key or am I tripping?
No, you need another one.
God, it never ends. It never fucking ends, bro. Okay, let's find one. Let's go do a key. Appa yip yip, let's go.
Leave group.
Oh, yes, of course. My fault, mommy. Sorry about that, mommy. I'm sorry, mommy. Okay. Damn, I only got 50 gilded crest? What the hell did I do to myself? Oh, that's right. I bought, sparks so I could make myself gear. See if we can get ourselves up to, 680 item level. I think we should be able to. If we craft... I think if we craft boots, that's a big one. Because this shit's just not good. And I think we need a ring. Alright, what are we doing?
What, 12 dark flame? Actually, let's just do.
I mean, honestly, we could also just do a 10, too. I don't really...
Yeah. Got invited to it.
Oh, theater. I could run Frost DK for this. But I'm not going to. I think Theater of Pain might be one of the only keys this season that Frost DK is actually good at because it doesn't... Theater doesn't really have any, like, giga pulls that Unholy thrives in. True, yeah, Rookery is another one. Because you definitely space out those pulls quite a bit. Maybe before this season ends, we'll have to try and push some keys as Frost. We were in a really, really good position with Frost DK before we made the swap to Unholy. We were like 28 on the server of Illidan, and I think something like top 500 NA or something like that at the time, because nobody was running Frost. Like, every DK was Unholy. And then I realized just how, like, painful it is trying to push, like, at the time when 10s and 11s were really, really rough to do. It was like, you just could not do the damage for them at the time. And I was like, yeah, I don't really feel like dealing with trying to fight for my spot in a group when I could just be Unholy and make everything a ton easier. So we made the swap to Unholy. We need a lusty boy, don't we? One of them lusty boys.
Oh.
We don't have a lust. No lust.
Guess we ain't doing, guess we ain't doing any lust.
Excellent choice, sir. Yeah, get rid of that disgusting Windwalker monk. Chad, if there's two things that will basically consign, like, guarantee that when you die you go to hell, it's tax evasion and playing Windwalker monk. If you don't do either of those two things, you have a really good shot at going to heaven.
I think if you play Evoker.
What is this? Molten Chimera? How do I... Dude. Okay. Oh, wow. A mount that's gonna sit in my mount thing and then never get used. Cool. There's too many mounts in this game. Mop, I'm playing Windwalker, you shut up. Listen, man, I hate to say it, but...
Oh, did you finish your Traveler's Log?
Actually, Windwalker was kind of goated in Miss a Pandaria PvP. Those motherfuckers just like did not die. Yeah, I finished my traveler's log apparently. Don't know how I did that, but I did. Stay
Finished
jealous
mine
out there in
within,
New
like,
York City.
2 hours the first day.
Yeah, I think I kind of just did keys, and that was it. And that kind of just got me everything I needed. Oh my god, it's Sixy! Hi, Sixy.
You're a liar. I'm a bitch. What up?
Tires?
Liars? We both said that at the same time.
Sixy, you watched 7 episodes of a show called Tires? Hmm. Alright, I'm ready to do the key. Do we have skips?
2, 1.
Barrett, it's up to you.
I can't skip that, but good luck.
No, you got to learn. Come on.
Bro, it's not gonna work.
No, it is gonna work. You just have to believe in yourself and use the fucking Sharingan to make it so that you hit the ROP in the right spot.
Nope, he's going in.
Raging Tantrum. Okay. Alright, well now I don't have burst for the boss, which is fine, but, you know.
Should have went in with the.
Yeah, he really should have. But you know what? He didn't. And that's fine. Because we know something he doesn't know. We have heart. Thoughts on one button assistance? Well, it is an accessibility feature, so for the people who can, you know, really take advantage of that, I think it's great. And that's, I mean, that's really all I have to say about it. Like, the one button assistance thing is not going to do enough damage to make actually playing the game irrelevant. And then if it ever does, I think Blizzard would be quick to like tune that down. And the test videos I've seen from the PTR are actually pretty impressive. Like, the one button rotation knows to actually execute parts of your rotation like pretty accurately. Like in terms of like getting procs or trying to like weave abilities together, it does it pretty well. And for anybody crying about the one button assistance, like let's face it, like you're those people that are crying about it are not going to partner up with people using one button assistance anyway. Like, the same people crying about one button assistance are the same people who are going to, like, blacklist you from their raid because they know that you use that. Like, I've seen, like, Twitter posts where people have, like, people have, I wish I could have screenshotted this for you, but people have actually said shit like, if you use the one button assistance, your character should be marked in-game so that players know that you're using the one button assistance when you sign up for groups. And it's like, it's not the same one-to-one comparison, but like, the Nazis did that to the Jews during World War II in a very similar way, where they gave them the Star of David to wear to symbolize like whether somebody was Jewish or not at a glance. And it's like, it's not that deep. It's really not that big of a deal. It's like it's an accessibility feature. Fucking insanity. Like, it's not gonna overtake playing the game. Like, you don't have to feel threatened because somebody's doing a one button rotation and, you know, they're finally able to like play the game. For like old fucking boomer WoW players, like, yeah, some of us have arthritis. They probably would love a one button rotation so that they don't have to press like 10 buttons, they just get to press 1. Also, not to mention, I think the one button assistance thing could honestly be pretty useful for just like learning a class. There's plenty of classes in WoW that I'm very like intimidated to play, but if I could click a one button rotation just to kind of see what the rotation's supposed to look like, it'd probably make learning a little bit easier. Yo, what's up, Big? What's going on? We can lock skip the next guy. Bro, do warlocks have like insane utility for the season's keys? Because I really feel like they do. Use lock skip in here, lock skip in workshop. I think there's skips in. Yeah, I feel like there's skips everywhere with lockgate. Yeah, we got a little bit of imminence in here. Cardin would be proud. Always has been. No, you psychopath. We had a warlock. We had the tech. We had like we could have been somebody. Oh my god, who's driving this dungeon?
It's a 10.
Get me out of this fucking car. I don't want to go on this family vacation anymore. Our fucking dad is drunk. I don't want this. What do you mean we're raw dogging this guy right before the fight, dude? Like, well... okay, okay. Yeah, he didn't even... he just held W right into it. Didn't even consider the fact that there might even be alternatives. Oh, my Twitch is dead. I don't know why this happens. Why does my Chrome tab that has Twitch open for sharing just die?
No, we're still sharing now.
Are we?
Yeah.
My shit's just dead. Okay. We either do this mini boss without cooldowns and lose so much time, or do the boss without cooldowns and lose even more time. Yeah, you're probably right, Dom. I don't know. Oh, wait, Vera, you're a healer, which means I can't fuck you up in the arena. Like I always do.
Whatever.
Yeah. You always say that. You always say whatever. You can't hide the fact that Ori the guy is the PvP god.
You are the PvP god. I never denied it.
Yep. You're goddamn right. Alright, who is it? Me and the Warlock? Alright, bet. Oh, he's Affliction? Ew.
And
Nope, you're not
better
casting.
than you? Oh, I
Shredded.
hit the wrong guy.
See, that guy was using the one button rotation. That was a very, very easy fight. Oh my god. Can't break with those mechanics, man. Alright. Alright, round 2. I'm not just gonna, like, let you do this, bro. Easy. Easy meme. I think he modified his one-button rotation to include Malefic Grasp. I mean, it definitely helped, but still not enough.
I'm dead.
No, you're not. Yippee! Meow.
Please. I will heal you up.
I got this, Vera. I made an executive decision for the group. I am now leaning forward to do this key. Not even leaning forward can save this driver. No, the only thing that can save this driver is if he pulls over and lets somebody else drive. Like, I could single-handedly save this tank. Am I gonna make it? Oh, I did. Okay, nice. I could save this tank by just ordering him an Uber. I cannot see. I cannot fight.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was almost dead. 2%, 69%. Nice. Excellent work. God, is that a shaky sub? Oh, shaky! Is that mine or yours, Vera? Can't tell, because I don't have my Twitch open anymore. Sip from the copium jug. Oh, that actually reminds me. We have to clean our copium jug. I've been meaning to do that for 3 weeks. At a time like this, I know. I'll take a sip from the copium cup. Sorry, man, it's the best that I got for right now. I gotta keep up to date with the copium jug. That's my fault. It's like my one Twitch point redeem, and I'm letting you guys down. I'm a terrible streamer. I don't deserve you guys. I'll tell you what I do deserve, though. I deserve a tank that actually knows the route of this dungeon. Just saying. Overwatch has me by the balls again. It's better than Smite.
Oh, wait.
Let's face it. Any Sleeves fans in here?
I'm gonna knock
Johnny
again.
Craig? Okay.
Do you have it?
You know what? I just realized, Vera, I don't even have the page open, so I gotta do all that again. I'm gonna have to do it after this fight when we're on the hooks. Is that okay? Oh. No. Oh. I'm such a
we're bunch of
fool.
dum-dums.
Oh, it's okay. Tank, I swear to God, if you move out of my defile, I'm gonna find your family and take them on a better vacation than you could ever manage. Tank? Okay. No, you know what I mean, Jake. The band, not the mistake, okay? Yo, is my 2 button on my mouse not working? Because I swear I had to hit outbreak like 3 times to get it to go off. Mods. Is there a fix for this?
Yeah, get a better mouse that's not Corsair.
Oh yeah, one sec. Let me just go and get like a Razer Naga that's a wireless mouse. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Oh, I used to use Razer Naga for everything until I started ordering mice from them and found that they were breaking after like 6 months. I've been using this Corsair mouse for, I don't know. Actually, this is a new one, so it actually probably has been about 6 months and it's still going strong. The other one I was using before that had like 2.5 years. No, I don't, because I have to. Oh, give me a sec. I have to do this. Okay. Try again. Okay. Try again.
Oh, now you want me to try again?
Yeah, because now I have the. We good? Am I echoing? It work?
You're not even in.
What are you talking about? I'm right here. Not enough memory to open this page. Oh, fuck off. Try again. Try it again. I'm just gonna run on a straight line and hope for the best. Oh, lucky. Excellent work. Okay. Alright, I think we're good now. That is a dead Veronica. Hold on.
Res me.
I'm trying. I'm the only class in this game that needs a fucking resource to do it. That is a dead tank. Do I...
That was gonna happen.
You know what? This is fine. We'll just wipe and do this again.
Only the strongest.
God damn it, Dad. You crashed the car.
You can handle this.
We love home team. Nah, home team is good. Jesus, take the wheel. No. No, I want our dad in one of those self-driving Teslas. There's no way I trust him to be in a vehicle that can. I don't want him driving anymore. Is what I'm trying to say. Oh, he's trying again with this? Okay. Okay. You know, I'm actually just gonna zone this because I have a feeling that's gonna benefit the group the most. Shout out to this Warlock for not being in the zone at all. He's safe back there. He's having the time of his life. He's okay. Remember Swifty having a huge box of mildly broken Razer Nagas because he was so sponsored up the ass they just kept sending him new ones? Why do I feel like Razer... I haven't really checked into Swifty in like years, but I feel like Razer has given him like... I feel like he has survived off of the Razer sponsor like crazy. Like that payout must have been insane. Because I know he is not farming Twitch, or maybe even YouTube like he used to. But he got his bag, so you know. Scimitar is the best by Corsair. That's what I'm using, bro. That's what I'm using. No, I stopped using Razor Naga because I just kept finding that they were breaking a lot, or like I would try to, you know, download the software to get the mouse to actually work, and they just wouldn't. So I was like, okay. So then I started using I started using another brand called Redragon for a while, or Red Dragon, however you say it. And that was pretty good, but then again I had the same problem where like I just could not get software on the mouse to download properly. Also, Redragon mice are bulky as fuck, and I did not like that. So I just settled back into Corsair, and I can't complain. Also, scimitars are cheap, too. Like, I'm pretty sure this scimitar that I got was on sale for like $50 on Amazon. Like, really not a bad deal. And I think by default these things go for maybe like 60 or 70. Which, I don't know. I don't know anything about mouse prices, but that really doesn't seem so bad. Also, we have Spirit Box in here too, guys.
Yeah, you're welcome. You
Yeah,
finally listened to me.
pretty girl that scream make brain smile, make happy. So
Bro, you know the band that I know, IRL, Truant? They're like a small Canadian band, and they performed with Spirit Box, and that was back when like Spirit Box was smaller than them, so Truant was like, meh. Like,
they really ego Spirit Box.
we're not gonna, you know, continue on, and then next thing they knew, Spirit Box became big.
See, that's why you can never ego anybody in industries like this, whether it's streaming, whether it's music, whatever. Like, there's no reason to be egoing anybody, because you never know when somebody's just gonna like explode and get bigger than you, and then you're just gonna kind of look like a clown because like you kind of burned your bridge with that person, and you can't really like do anything with them. The old bass player from Spirit Box, he killed himself? That's fucking awful. I didn't know that. You actively try to look like a clown? Soft, you could dress up, come to my house in a clown costume and a funny red nose and like the funny hair and like makeup, and you will never ever be as bigger of a clown than this tank for running head onto the mob that everybody skips because he's notoriously annoying. I'm looking at you, buddy. You bear moose hybrid, you weirdo. He's a bear moose cow. Yeah, he really is. Am I the only one that thinks that, like, there are a lot of allied races in WoW that could have just been, that could have just been, like, player customizations? Like, I don't think Mechanomes, High Mountain Tauren, I don't think they, like, Void Elves, I don't think they needed to be any of that shit.
The fucking shaman just said, wee!
Yo, is anybody gonna kill these, or like...
Why the fuck? The tank just got, like, in front of me as I'm casting.
Alright, the next time this tank does something stupid, I'm gonna raise him 100% and just kill myself. Simple as that. You're telling me you got a tank that just raw dogged everything in an 11 and just did not care? I mean, I guess when your damage is like super high, you can afford to just not skip anything, but still. It is crazy to think though, like, just how much the damage grows in keys throughout a season, because like, I was doing a 10, I think last week, I think I was doing like a 10 Cinderbrew, where we actually had... We had 16 deaths in a 10, and we still timed the key. I don't know how we did it, but we did it. I have the Unholy Mage Tower weapon. Yeah, I transmog these weapons not because I think they look amazing, which they do, I transmog them to make other people mad that they weren't around 10 years ago for an expansion to get these. Sorry, I had to take the long way around the mechanic. Scoot around you. What's your favorite weapon and you missed out? There are a lot of Mage Tower weapons that I do wish that I went and collected when they were still around. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm missing the Destruction Warlock one. I'm missing the Windwalker Monk. I'm missing the Warrior one for Prot. I really, really wish that I had done. I wish I had done the Vengeance Demon Hunter one too, because a lot of those are really cool, but yeah, there's a lot of really cool Mage Tower appearances. I personally hope that if we do Legion Remix, they come back. I hope that there's going to be a Mage Tower experience where you can get, but I want them to get like new skins. I don't want them to be the same colors again. And that's not because I want to gatekeep people from like having it. I don't give a fuck about that. It's just I would want them to make some new skins for all the artifact weapons and give you the opportunity to get them, because I'm gonna be honest, man, like I feel like Prestige is just like the death of a lot of things in World of Warcraft, because it leads to gatekeeping, which is just a really dumb behavior. I think it would be a lot better if there was less gatekeeping and people could just get shit. Like, not being around for an expansion is no reason why you shouldn't be able to get something. Especially if we're going back to Legion. Like, I think it actually would be kind of an L if Blizzard was like, yo, we're not doing the Mage Tower again. These skins will remain unobtainable. It's like, dude, come on. The same way I would love it if challenge mode dungeons from WoD were available too. Like, my bad that I didn't want to play WoW during one of the worst expansions up until that point. Probably the worst expansion up until that point to get those skins. Like, my bad, dude. Maybe if your game was better, I would have stuck around. Also, the Mage Tower was just fun. Oh, that's a dog. We need to not run into that.
Oh, I don't have it.
What's wrong? What do you need?
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
What are you buying? What are you selling? Khajiit has wares if Khajiit has coin. Those dogs aren't coming. That's fine. So long as I'm top damage, I don't care what happens. Yeah. It would be dope if they added them in the mob challenge modes to classic and they transferred over to retail. That way you still got to put in the work and no one can be mad because you don't get them for free. I think that Blizzard, I think that what Blizzard should do is they really should take like any item that you get in classic WoW or any other version of WoW should be funneled over to retail, at least the appearance for transmog. I don't think that would be a bad thing at all. I think that would actually be kind of cool. It would give people a reason to go back and play other expansions, like even if they didn't really like them or want to experience them again. It gives them a reason to go do it. It's new content. Yeah, it would get more people to play. Like it's the same concept as what they did with like Plunderstorm, you know? Like Plunderstorm was a version of WoW that wasn't WoW at all, but all the rewards you could use in WoW. Is that a Ronnie raid right there? Oh my god, dude. Yo, what is up, man? How you doing, man? How's your leg? It's got to be better. I feel like I heard you in the gym a couple of days ago. Or maybe a week ago, but I couldn't find you. I heard you, but I couldn't see you. But if you're feeling better, man, and everything, I'm gonna use this opportunity to just say we gotta get back into me learning boxing. He's fully healed. That is awesome. Chat, I don't know if he told you, but Ronnie told me that he's gonna be kicking a lot harder now that he has a metal plate in his foot. So he's gonna be like one punch man, but it's gonna be kicking. He's just gonna be OKOing people with his kicks now. Yeah, it's gonna be good. But yeah, yeah, Ronnie, if you're feeling better and everything and you're back to training, I guess I'll reach out to you on Discord because I'm not doing anything this weekend. So if you've got time and you wanna do some like boxing shit, I would be down. The anime arc is real. And Ronnie, if you wanna stream my progress, I'd be down. I do not mind being a little guinea pig test subject for your stream to see the training of an upcoming boxing legend, Corey the guy. Also, Dicko, hi. Hi, Dicko. Wait, Dicko, I haven't seen you in forever, man. Or they could keep the mage tower open forever like they do now and just drop the weapon and not gatekeep them. Yeah, that too. No, seriously, I'm not a fan of gatekeeping in video games. I'm not a fan of like super exclusive rewards in a video game unless it's tied to like an actual prestigious thing. Like if there's a reward for getting cutting edge or Hall of Fame for doing like the top of the line mythic raid and getting into the Hall of Fame for that, that's one thing, because that takes some actual real work, dedication, and time. But if there's just like a feature in an expansion where it's just like, hey, when you do this thing, you get this like cosmetic, and then after the expansion's over, it's gone forever. Like that's like, bro, like, do we have to do that? Like, what about all the people who like didn't play that expansion? Because like I said, Warlords of Draenor was the worst WoW expansion that had ever come up until its time in like 2013 or 2014 or whatever. And if WoD was good, I would have stuck around and got those challenger appearances. But it was bad, so I didn't play. So it's like, I don't really feel like I need to be punished or gatekept out of an appearance because I didn't play the bad expansion. Like, could we get that shit on a time walking vendor, please? Please. Please give more rewards for Mythic Plus title. Arena gets mounts, titles, and mogs. Yeah, so, I mean, while we're on this subject, I mean, this is another reason, too, is like, why is it that Arena Gladiators get a flying mount, and Cutting Edge mount gets to be flying mount, but the Mythic Plus mount is not a flying mount? I don't think it's been a, like, has there ever really been flying mounts? There were flying mounts in, I think Shadowlands had them. And I know this season you get a flying mount at 3K. But for a very long time, like, I don't think there really were a lot of flying mounts given to you from doing Mythic Plus stuff, which is kind of like, come on, man, please. But, I don't know. I think when I think of how Mythic Plus started and there were almost no rewards to it, and then you fast forward to now, like, they're trickling them in. Like, we are getting them. They're just not very they're not very exciting, I guess is what I would say. Like, hitting I think 2500 IO just makes it so that the like the flashy mythic effects on the mythic version of gear will work on like Raid Finder, normal, and heroic. And that's cool and all, but it's like we have so much room for growth here, so much opportunity. I don't know. You got the Warmonger and Gladiator and it's a ground mount, shit's ass. Warmongering was Warlords of Draenor. That was the Gron mount. That was the ugly ass Gron mount. I don't have it. I've never been a Glad in my life, but let me see. It was this guy. It's this motherfucker right here. It's this Goomba who can't fly, who you're never gonna use. Also, this is like totally irrelevant, but this is another complaint of mine. This does not pass the doorway test. If a mount can't fit through a doorway, it's a bad mount to me. Like, if I'm just hanging out, running through town, and I have to walk into a building to accept a quest or something, and I get stuck because the mount is too big, that's an L. That's why Invincible continues to just be the GOAT, because look, it passes the doorway test. This thing will fit inside. It will fit inside anything. It is not girthy, it is not big, it is just right. This for a Mythic Plus mount is actually pretty cool. Is this the Mythic Plus one? Let me see. Crimson Shredder tank? I think it is, right? Let's see. Because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we have this thing. Ugh. Not the worst mount I've ever seen. I actually think this thing is pretty cool, especially when it flies. Pretty solid. PvP also gets expansion enchant mogs like Mythic Plus give us something. Okay, but here's the thing though. Here's the thing. I actually don't mind that there isn't enchants because when they look like this, like let me show you just how bad some of these, like I can show you how bad one of them looks. Hold on. Let me find like a normal ass sword. So this is a PvP enchant from Shadowlands. This was Unchained Fury. This was Season 2. Do you see how ugly this is? This is just... This is like classic levels of like smudged detail, and then the little laser beam that comes off of it. It's not even synced up with most weapons. Like here, look, I can show you a really... This is an unfair example, but I can show you on a weapon that looks like this, that isn't just a straight piece of cardboard. Or let's see. It's easier to show on something like an axe, which isn't very shapely. But like, there's no laser effect on this. It's just gone. Or like you do this, and again, it's just this glowing ball of bullshit above the weapon. It's just gone. It doesn't matter what model you use, it's just gone. Or you use it on a pole arm and it doesn't line up with it, so you just have this weird like laser beam just kind of going through the tip of it. And like Sinflame, and you're right, Sinflame or Sinwrath is like not that much better. Like it is definitely still a pretty piss poor example. Like this thing is. Also, this is just me personally, but I am not a fan of the way Blizzard does enchantments now. I don't like how... I'll use this as an example because it's like nice and big. I don't like how a lot of enchants nowadays are like a skin that just kind of gets overlaid onto the weapon and doesn't sync up with like where it's supposed to be. Like, I don't like that this just has lines on the hilt and the handle and everything when we used to have like... We used to have, I don't know, enchantments like this from fucking BC that only light up the actual weapon part and look really good and really detailed, and then you just like, and then you just go over here and it's like the entire weapon is just overlaid. And it's just, I don't know. It doesn't feel as good. Sinful Flame is Season 1. I definitely don't have that one, and I'm pretty sure that one actually looks good. The only two PvP enchants that I have are Unchained Fury from Season 2 Shadowlands and Dreadflame from BFA Season, I think, 4 or whatever. That's it. Maybe because I don't dedicate my life to PvP the way I do Mythic Plus, but I feel like Mythic Plus rankings are too easy to hit compared to, like, Glad. I mean, I think they're all kind of difficult in their own right, for sure. Like, I think, I don't know, because when you think about it in terms of group content, it's like, it is a lot easier to hit Glad when you are playing with a group of people that you can rely on and get in comms with. The same way it's a lot easier to push high keys when you're in a 5-stack group of people, all in voice, like coordinating shit. I think these things are all difficult in their own right. Like, people, like, learning PvP and everything it's definitely not easy. Like, I've never been 2400 myself. I think the highest I've ever been was like 2250 or something like that. I was consistently a 2100 player for like multiple expansions in a row, and then I think BFA was the one where I was actually able to push and get a little bit higher because it was COVID and I had nothing else going on. It was also Season 3 Corruptions with Gushing Wounds, and that shit carried my Demon Hunter all the way up to like 2200. I mean, that shit was busted. It was like, I think the grind from 2100 to 2250 was like the easiest grind of my life. But the thing is that I am not a very good PvP player, and so getting up to like almost 2300 MMR took like 110% of my brainstem power to be able to power through that grind and not want to kill myself at the end of a queue session in game. But
Dandy.
in any case, it's like I think Mythic Plus definitely deserves its own collection of rewards. Yeah, there should be like some kind of enchant for hitting like I don't know. I think an enchant for hitting like 3,200 or something like that. I think is fair. I think it is. I think it's starting to give you more flying mounts is also a good direction. I would like to see the rewards for different difficulties of content be fairly consistent between one another. Like Gladiator, you get a flying mount, like a really unique one. If you have Cutting Edge, you get a pretty unique flying mount. I'd like for there to be something very similar with Mythic Plus as well. 12s or maybe 1800 arenas, if that. I haven't really done arenas in a very long time to really think, but no, I would say 1800s are like 10s. When I think of 10s at the beginning of an expansion, I think 10s are challenging enough. I would say 10s are probably 1800. I'd say 12s at an adequate point in an expansion are probably close to like 2K. And then when you start doing 13, 14, I'd say that's like 2100, 2200. When you start pushing like 15s, that's probably around Gladiator for me, I think. I think a really good way of kind of like comparing the rankings between like, you know, Rival, Duelist, Gladiator, that kind of thing, and Mythic Plus rankings, I think it would be easier to look at it from a perspective of like, what percentage of players has this? But the only issue with that is like, there's a much smaller PvP community than there is Mythic Plus. You add Hero to the title, everyone else gets that patch. Problem with Raid is that it gets so much easier as the season goes on. Well, that's true of everything, I feel like. Even PvP to a degree gets easier because you have access to more gear, higher verse stats, all of that. Like, Mythic Plus is the same way. Like, 12s are not nearly as difficult as they were now than it was like 6 weeks for me. Also, Vera, I'm sorry. Did you say something?
I was going to see if I should raid into you.
No, I have to go to bed, unfortunately. Yeah, I have to go to bed. But yeah. A lot less CE buyers now, though. We used to sell 3 CEs a week for almost a year. My friends guild actually tried to give me an offer on a cutting edge Gallywix kill, like 8 million gold, and I was like, buddy, I was like, if you do it for 2 million, I would, just to say I have it, but like, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and like pretend like I'm a really, really good WoW player. Like, there are loads of people who play the game much better than me. I haven't PvP'd seriously in probably years. I basically got into Mythic Plus from hanging out with Vera, and I like never went back. But
You're welcome.
yeah, I mean, prior to Dragonflight, I was like Legion. It started in WoD, but like Legion, BFA, Shadowlands, and Dragonflight, I tried to be like consistently around like 2K, 2100 CR on a few characters, and it was like if I had that rating, I was fine. Because anything past that rating, and it was like it would just be too hard for me, and I wouldn't be having fun anymore. PvP is also not really fun unless you're running it with friends. Like, sitting and looking for group for 45 minutes to find a healer and then have them leave after like 3 games if you lose is like, ugh, it sucks. So, the only way I'm ever going back to PvP ever again is if I have some boys that I can just hop into voice with. And frankly, I think I would have much more interest in doing like Battleground Blitz than 3v3 Arena nowadays. I think I would have a lot more interest doing that than anything else, because arena PvP is it's just chalked. I'm too old for it now. I don't have the reflexes like I used to. I don't have the patience or the time to really grind it. So, and you know, at a certain point, I did come to appreciate Battlegrounds way more than arenas for sure. Like, definitely. So Mythic Plus is probably where I'm going to stay. Got a lot better with Solo Shuffle because it's less networking, as Mythic Plus is a lot of networking in the higher end still. Oh, for sure. I think the easiest path to being able to push high keys is honestly just being... It's honestly just having a stack of players to push with consistently. that's like the fastest avenue to being able to push that high. I can't imagine like I couldn't imagine trying to like solo LFG my way into a group every single time I needed to do a push key like a 16 or a 17. I honestly just would not play at that point, or I'd pick up an alt because that's just too much. The amount of work you're doing for such little return, it's like, yeah, I could never. And solo shuffle I do actually like. I like the randomness of solo shuffle. I like that there's no way, most importantly, I like that there's no way to boost it. You can't boost rating in solo shuffle. So like when you're playing in your certain MMRs, you are more or less playing up against people who are your skill level. And you can't boost it, which means that like you can't get people like smurfing 3v3 like you can in like the regular bracket. Now the only thing that I don't really like though is the 40-minute queue that comes with it as a DPS. You just pilot. Yeah, I mean, as I was saying that, I was kind of thinking like, well, you could just pay for a pilot, but I mean, still though, it's like, can a pilot really boost through solo shuffle like as well if you're still playing with people who are dumb or miscommunicate something? Like the level of randomness there, I do feel like kind of hampers the ability to boost effectively. But I don't know. I don't think I would have recognized a booster in solo shuffle at all. Everybody is just nameplates to me, and if it has a health bar, it can die, so. But yeah, you're right, it would take more games for sure. But, okay. I have to stop people talking, guys, because yeah, I could yap about this for like another hour, but like I do need to go to bed because I have work tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Which is sad. Are you gonna keep streaming?
No.
No? You're gonna play Star Stable?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Well, in that case, Vera, is anybody streaming that we could raid? Can we raid Kent? Is he live? We could.
I was gonna go Desi since she came into my stream. I don't know.
Okay. What is this person's name? / raid. Is it Desi Heat?
Yes, Desi Heat.
Desi Heat. Okay, I'll raid Desi Heat. I don't know much about this person, guys, but Desi Heat seems pretty cool. And I think they also play WoW, so you want to hang out with somebody who plays WoW and talk their ear off about WoW, you could certainly try it. But I'm just saying, guys, I'm just saying this as somebody who people talks a lot about WoW. You will never find somebody who people talks about WoW more than I do, unless it's another WoW streamer who also people talks about WoW. So
There's the link to all my socials.
Take that with a grain of salt. That's all I'm gonna say.
And there's Corey's.
Okay. Nighty night. Bye bye, chat.